Hi, we're live.
Hey,
Good evening, Twitch.
what it do?
Hello, everyone! I am Generous Heel, otherwise known as Spyro, and I am the Dungeon Master for the Ruinous Glorybound campaign! Joined here today with the Glorious Goats. So hi, Glorious Goats.
Hi.
Boy,
Hi. Neat! On the subject of being, at this point, past session 100, normally I would not say that it is necessary to know what who everyone is playing. However, a couple of things happened last session that are important to note regarding some very powerful boons, which I think it would be important to just clarify. So, we're going to spend a little bit of time taking our leisure to just describe who you're playing and their extraordinary capabilities. We're going to start from whoever I feel like. Yokel Monkey, you go first.
oh wow, yeah, thanks for that. So, to briefly talk through what Grimthod's got available to him. Grimthod is a Warcaller Barbarian, he is a half-orc, and he has access to a number of boons, abilities, including the Necklace of 1,000 Tails. This gives him resistance to force damage, radiant damage, necrotic damage, and fire, as well as a +1 to his AC, the ability to see through magical darkness up to 120 feet, and a +2 to all of his spell saves and spell attacks. Additionally, just recently, without me really knowing about it, he got the boon of the Night. This specifically means that while Grimthod is in dim or dark light, the Night Spirit, should say, and specifically while in dim or light areas or darkness, he becomes invisible as an action. He can remain invisible until he takes an action or reaction. Other boons that he has are that whenever he makes a intelligence check, he can add a +3 to the result. That's a once-off boon. He has the Blessings of the Troll, where he regains 1 extra hit point on a short rest. And he also has advantage on all saving throws involving necrotic soul crystals.
Thank you very much for this introduction. We're going to shoot all the way to, immediately adjacent to you in the Twitch screen, Socks! Socks, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Persephone, the human cleric paladin of the group. I have a lot of cool things. I have I closed the tab. There it is. The Gauntlets of Ogre Power, which take my strength from a 9 and turn it into a 19. An Iron Leaf plate armor, which does way too much, and I will not bore you with it, but it's very good. An Iron Leaf Oaken Shield, which doesn't require attunement because I'm already attuned to the Iron Leaf plate. As of last week, I also got Peerless Aim, which means I can give myself a +20 bonus to a ranged attack roll that I make. And I have a gun, so once I use it, I can't use it again until I finish a short rest. Which is okay. It's still a +20 to gun. And then I also have the Boon of High Magic, which means I gain a 9th level spell slot. And I'm just going to hang on to that for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I also, at some point, received a boon to my channel Divinity, which increases the threshold by an additional 15 on the D100. So currently, on a 27 or lower, my god will just show up.
And on the discussion of guns, Aqua, who are you playing today?
Lupus, the elf with gun, and my boons are, the extra thing that I can do now is I'm a living nightmare for anyone in range. I have now 30 extra feet of movements, and I can already do the rest because I was an assassin with the boon of speed. And because of the boon of quick casting, I can cast, an action spell with the bonus action if they're 3rd level and lower.
Wonderful. We are going to shoot to the right. Novikian, otherwise known as Novi, the bane of my life. What are you playing today?
Hi, I'm playing Shao Kahn Koda, known as Buff Boy, known as Dragon Son, also known as being your Angle or your Devil, apparently now. I not only have the ability to turn into a dragon, I have the abilities of both Chaos and Fate. And I can just move 2 planes, just... The whole existence of reality is my oyster at this point. I can literally spin the globe of realms and be like, I want to go here today! I'm also
my suffering never ends. Next up, someone who brings me far less suffering. Dr. Doan, otherwise known as Jack, who are you playing today?
Yeah, don't be so sure, or I'll summon more wolves for you. I am playing Ashfall, the human druid with just the sprinkling of the divine that is slowly becoming less of a sprinkling and more of a full-on shower. As we seem to be progressing further and further into becoming some sort of demigod, and from that progressing further into godhood, we shall see how far this goes, considering I'm already immune to radiant and necrotic damage. I have the ability to summon a wide variety of creatures and command many more, and keep everyone alive to the best of my ability, including myself. I also have a magic stick that shoots magic missile.
My pain.
It's been the most effective item this entire campaign.
It's so good.
Next up, we have Jason.
Hi.
J. Jonah Jason. Yes.
It's better than what they said in high school about that John Jingleheimer Schmidt business. But I'm playing Van Isla, a human fighter, a magical sword spells that he is dubbed Equalizer. I recently got plate armor and a magical floating shield to get my armor class up there. I picked up a boon which gives me some combat maneuvers, and they said I achieved a high magic boon, but when it settled upon my form, all I heard was the hyperdrive for the Millennium Falcon failing to start. Because I have no spells.
You said it was fixed! You said it was fixed!
Phenomenal cosmic power in the shell of a human fighter. And I think that's all of them. All of the goats. I don't think I've forgotten a single one of them.
No,
Nope.
definitely.
No.
No.
Hey, you talk nice to my fiance.
Hi, Silver! What are you playing today?
I can end the stream, Jen. I have that power. Hi, I'm playing Kalani Farron, better known as Kiki, our resident warlock. I have a lot of fun spells that I'm not gonna go into, but as for items, I do have a fun Rod of the Path Keeper that I upgraded to +3, so my spell save DC is 22. Have fun with those in-saves, Generous Heal.
I want.
I also have a Skull of First Devotee, which gives me a bunch of spells. It also talks to me, and it gives me resistance to radiant damage. As well as I have the... where is it? What's it called? Red Claw of Regalia. It gives me a couple of fun stuff, like resistance to fire, and gives me always an advantage on con saves, which is very nice on all my spells. And I got some fun boons, like the Fire Soul. I'm immune to fire now. Let's go. And I can cast Burning Hands, as well as Boon of Resilience. I am a mini barbarian. Non-magical weapons, I have resistance on those.
God damn.
Yeah. No, like bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Silver over here stealing my bit.
I know, but like, I don't know how many things we're gonna fight that have non-magical weapons, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
To be
I'll
fair,
Yeah.
I stole your warlock thing with magic initiate, so if
You
it was a fair
did, you did. Yeah.
And with feats of robbery performed in pursuit to your heart's content, we are going to resume from where you last left off, taking a vacation. Now, normally I would ask for a background check, but we don't have time for that. We have things to do today. And one of those things is to resolve your familial drama, Dragon Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we get into Dragon's Man, other brother, do the other people who weren't here vacationing with us want some feats or something else?
I have already put them in.
Yeah, I was looking at it there. I don't see a lot there that from the like training list that really works for Grimthod, just in terms of like what's available. But I was looking at it there and I was like, okay, in terms of potions, obviously like there's the list you gave us, Jen. Is there any possibility of just spending some of that money on potions of speed?
Potions of speed.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be possible, yeah.
I think we got like
Yes.
one, but that's it at the moment.
One moment.
I'm
So you're looking-
I'm requesting the ability to purchase some cocaine, please, sir.
We did buy 2 last session. We did buy 2, but we...
Speed.
That is unfortunately illegal where we are. If we go back to Eshington, we have some pull with the Queen.
I hate that it's actually correct. No, I really don't like that. That's actually your best move if you want that. We are going to say, for the purposes of you wanting some potions of speed, Magiana would be your best bet currently, as it is the biggest purveyor of magical consumables.
Sure.
Now, potions of speed are expensive.
Sure.
They are very rare magic items, and to that end, they cost a lot. A potion of speed would go around 25k gold.
25k. Okay. So, considering that the group loot is what it is, how do people feel about just grabbing 2 potions of speed to just have in the back pocket?
I'm not hating on it.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what else are we
love
gonna
it.
spend our money on after this?
Yeah.
An airship.
Right.
A castle.
The castle.
Listen, we can do that after
Maybe that'll
we
be
beat
my
the-
wish. I'll just
Give
wish
me a
for a
castle.
castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the flying one. I want that one specifically.
Flying castle.
Yeah, give me a flying castle and I'll just be a wandering orphanage. We'll just like transfer it up onto the castle.
Yep.
Orphanage?
Yeah, we just like collect kids and then we train them and then if they like, age out, we send them to Koda's druid circle to become dragon druids.
If they want to.
You're slowly becoming the Pied Piper. You get that
Yeah.
that's happening, right?
I mean, that's the end
My
goal.
riddle.
What the
You
fuck?
figured it out.
Fuck.
Then didn't the Pied Piper drown some people in a river?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
To make more
You don't need to worry
orphans.
about that. I'm not the orphan maker.
True.
Pied Piper propaganda. I won't stand for it.
Speaking of your wallet, which is a transition that does not work in the slightest, but I'm taking it. It's going to be 50,000 gold lighter if you're going to buy a pair of potions of speed.
Yep, I think
Yep.
everybody's on board with that. So, just
Yep.
check. Are we working off of the group loop that's in the Discord or the one that's in Roll20 at the moment? Like,
Roll20.
The one that's in roll 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I just minus off the 50,000 then? Cool.
Yes.
On it.
If there is one thing I like is when a play group of players actively communicates on the amount of stuff that they have. Brings joy to my heart. Everyone gets. I'm giving you a point of group inspiration for
Wow,
this.
it's almost
Well
like
done.
I was doing that the whole of last session. Because Foylan wasn't here to do it.
Also, Van,
Sorry, just check.
have you
did
been using your perk of Tough Grit?
I have that.
What's
Yeah,
up?
that's you, boy.
Oh yeah, it is yours,
He's like, "What the
Belisarius.
And I saw that.
I mean,
I'm like,
it's a one-time use, so
Sorry, just check. Did someone else add
You
the 2
used to
potions of speed to the group load?
no, we bought those beforehand.
Okay, so now we're up to 4. Cool.
Yes, yes.
Alright, good
Because
to know.
the 2 were the ones that we were only able to buy at the time. So yeah.
Alright, so back to farm stuff.
I don't know if you used it yet or not.
Jason has not the grit expendable boon.
Okay.
I mean, keeping it for the final fight really does give me the syndrome of, I know I have 85 potions of healing, but what if I need them later?
Later.
It's like, I'm out of mana. Then use an ether. But I only have 999 of them.
What if I
All
need
right.
them later?
Well, I know what you won't need later. More family members, because you are going to encounter
I
one.
swear.
I mean, if he fucks around, he finds out like the last one, he'll be armless.
Fair enough. Currently, you are still, however, in the Green Steeps, in Fort Zurango. How are you getting back? I'm asking a pointless question.
Well,
Looks at
Here
Coda.
wants to teleport.
Looks at
Coda.
Ashful.
Yeah, fair enough. By the power of tree and/or teleportation, you will make your way to the magical center of the magical empire of Magiana. Congratulations. That's the wrong place. There we go.
You know, I'll just do it so you guys don't have to spend spell slots.
Oh, yay. I know what else is on Spindy's on.
Oh, you might have a thing to do. As you arrive
I'm
in
literally
Magiana,
just looking at my spell list and it just says teleport 30 times.
Are you? Are you? Out of curiosity, are you arriving back at the Solitaire Expedition Guild Hall?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So you teleport directly back to the same place you've been to multiple times, except this time, it's not that it is empty. There are people here, but they are not members of the expedition company. They are Magistratum enforcers.
Oh.
As you're arriving in, you see 4 Magistratum enforcers and a pair of Weave Seekers. The moment that you're stepping through, one of the Weave Seeker goes, that's the signature. Halt! Scan.
Are we in trouble?
You see a Weave Seeker wave their hands. A pattern of magical sigils appears on the device. Then you see the rest of you glow with a pattern of magic around you. As the Weave Seeker turns to the Magistratum officer. Yep, seems to be... Yep, seems to be the accurate signature. They are... From what I'm seeing on the ranks, he pulls out a ledger. This is the one. Very good. All of you, why have you been using an unsanctioned teleportation device for personal transfer within the city of Magiana? Within the city of Center, without having informed the Magistratum teleportation office?
Emergency.
Emergency.
But didn't you get the form? We filled it out for ages ago.
In fact, we have not received any such forms. I have personally
You
triple
should
checked.
have.
I have triple checked with our
Are you
accountants. Indeed, I am.
Mm.
You see conviction in this man. With an insight that you don't have to roll for yours is quite high. You will understand this is a man who has probably gone through the paperwork actually thrice to verify that the use of the circle within this guild hall has been unauthorized.
No, this is out of character, but this might be the biggest dick move we can do, but
I mean, actually, how much does it technically cost and all that noise?
Yeah.
are you sure about that? I'm
Yeah,
just
it
gonna ask.
Well, if you are to pay for your uses of... He rubs his temples. We are aware of who you are. We're also aware of what you're capable of. And we're also aware that you have been skimming on paying your dutiful payments. Look, this is a city of laws and order. Either you will pay the fine...
Would 100 platinum suffice?
Yes! Yes, it will!
I will just hand them 100 platinum. Now we're in a hurry, so goodbye.
I'll be
And I just
gone,
walk out.
So we really do not have time for
Have
this.
a wonderful
Actually,
Yeah,
have a good day.
emergency port was never a lie, so.
Yep, as you
See you
are...
later.
Yep, great. As you're all exiting out, one after the other, you see one of... What you do not see is one of the officers turning to the other and going, "So we're just letting them walk like that?" My friend, we have just been paid about twice as much as I would have asked them to. And I don't have to report half of this.
Coda from the back would just say, "Enjoy the tip, then."
Ben leans in. He gets it. And don't forget to expense that to Miriam.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. No taxes.
My goodness, that doesn't play anymore. That's weird. Oh, there we go. So, you're making your way through the streets of Magiana once again. Heading towards not Varex's office anymore. You're actually heading out for the woods.
Yep.
As you're walking down the streets of the city, the settlement is in a much lighter mood, thanks to the end of the war and the ongoing civil war. Though tensions are still present, they are far less evident, and for the most part, it is a jovial presence of the populace within the city. As you're making your way through, you will notice also someone that wears an interesting getup, a simple clothing for the most part, except they bear Kiki's household crest on their bateau, and on each of their hands is a young little child that seems to be skipping and hopping alongside them. One of the children has a little basket with goods and, that they are carrying with them, and all three are giggling in unison. Persephone, you will recognize this individual as one of the members of your staff that is working within the orphanage.
Okay, but the kid's giggling is really cute.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good. It's adorable.
Yeah, you see a little orc, young girl that is carrying the basket. Next to her is a young tiefling, probably no more than 10 years old, both children.
Dude, that means a lot for this group, alright?
Look, just because
Tears
you're...
come into my eye.
Mhm.
I'm not
as you-
crying.
As you're making your way to the gates, passing by this, one of the officers actually stops you. As you're passing by, Persephone, you pass by fine, Kiki passes by fine, Van passes by fine, and once Grimthorpe comes in, one of the officers stops you. And Grimthorpe, you will notice that the officer in question is an orc warrior that you recognize from their tattoos as one of the members of your tribe in Magistratum Regalia. Oh! Shoot! Grimthorpe, hey!
Hi, how's it going, mate?
Pretty okay, actually. I took a job here trying to pay for a house, if you believe it or not, trying to earn some coin.
Good for you, man. I'll give him like a little punch in the chest. Like, good for you, man. Good on you.
Oi, Roy! Oh, I didn't mean to mention, a couple of us have decided to, stick behind. A couple of us decided to actually really settle some roots here. What I do have to say, thank you for not dragging all of us out there to fight once again. I do appreciate that.
No, mate, listen. What happened at our nation was fact, and, I'm not going to tell nobody they have to go in for another go when they've had enough, So, you guys sort yourself out, and listen. Kind of offer up a fist bump to us, like, you're still Drew.
Oh, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just... I'm starting to make a life here. I'm starting to meet people, talking with others, and it's kind of nice just not having to actually kill someone every other second day or so. So thanks, actually. Really, honestly.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
incline
thanks.
my head back towards the group and just go like, I'll get that, mate. It turns out when you're outside the tribe, you meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah, figures. Alright, I'm not gonna hold you much, boy. Places to be, I imagine.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of lean into him and just like, listen, just to let you know, I had a chat with the lads up top, right? Now, I've already said to everyone in the tribe, but I just want you to be clear. If any of the lads come around and they're getting a bit, oh no, I'm not giving up my weapon. Tell them I fucking told you. You're supposed to take their weapons when they come in, alright?
Alright.
Yeah, alright. And give them a nod and catch up with the group.
And... Yep. What?
You know I was behind you all the time, right?
Oh,
Literally
sure.
sense.
Yeah, no. No, right.
I was just waiting in line.
Sure, there we go.
Coda will
Look
just
at
pat
God.
Lupus's back and be like, "It's all right, little son. It's all right."
I'm
You
No.
step off out into the city, out from the city into the open farms. It is a relatively peaceful jaunt. None of you really brought mounts with you, so you are walking your way down, so it does take time. But Magiana, for all of its hassle and bustle in the city, outside of it, here, in the open road, it's actually very peaceful. You've spent a lot of time in Fort Rango relaxing, and as you're moving through these fields, you realize that this month must have been, overall, the most peaceful time you probably have had in a year or so, since you've met up with one another. A minor miracle of happenstance. Nevertheless, you have found yourselves traveling half the world at this point together. And you keep moving forward. By that point, you make it over towards the crossroads, past the bridge, overseeing the river. As you do, you will find a small troop of tournament priests in a wagon. The wagon on the side has masks painted on the tent of the wagon, featuring a smiling visage. As they are standing about, one of them actually beckons to you. Greetings and salutations! A question of ponder for travelers, if you may assist us.
Yeah, alright, what's up?
We are looking for a settlement known as Druford. Would that be the direction that we should be heading to? He's pointing towards the road that you were coming from.
No, that's the capital, that's the big place.
Maybe inquire why you're looking for Druford.
Of course. We're looking to set up our very first tournament organized sanctioned event within this beautiful land. For a long time, tournament organization within Magiana has been, shall we say, difficult, as our proprietors have had trouble communicating with the leadership of the council. However, after long communications, they have allowed us graciously to host our events within this beautiful land, and we are the first of the wave to arrive.
Huh. Okay.
Quiet. The people of this land will be ever so lucky and happy to have us host events for them, and those most powerful, most smart, and graceful will be able to showcase their worth and their capabilities.
Can I do an insight check on
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
also very much on like, what
Man,
the
just-
fuck's going on?
It's just a cigarette staring him down.
Coda's just
Wait.
waiting for the call, being like, "All right, do we take him out or not?"
Okay, is this the...
Wow.
Who are these people again?
the people from the tournament? They're
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can like show you like a handout again. That's how they look like.
That's why it rolled twice.
Have we seen this one before?
I don't
No, I
Not
don't
really,
think
no.
so.
This is new.
This is
Okay.
new?
Yeah.
This
Oh yeah,
is
this is
new
what
to
they look
us.
like. Alright, shoot, I thought I had shown this before. Yeah, that's what a member of the Faith of the Tournament looks like.
I think you've shown us some of the older art, but I think this is the first time we're seeing this art
Yeah.
of them.
Because we haven't
Yeah.
really interacted with, the tournament people.
No, we kind of went.
We look
Later.
the other way and we walk the other way.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So, with high insights, Grim thought, these are guys are probably a bit too over enthusiastic, but otherwise harmless. With a 22 on insight, he seems genuinely actually interested in setting up. You sense actual admiration in the words that he's speaking. Not zealous, but faithful.
How long have you been traveling here for?
Here? Oh, we have been traveling for about, what was it, a month or so? We are hailing from a distant land, and we have come to this land specifically to organize, as I mentioned before.
So, did you see the message that was broadcast before you left?
A message? Which one?
The one about they already know who's going to defeat the tournament, and it's the ones who stop the...
Oh, yes, I am aware of that,
Okay.
Of that demonstration. Yes. I am looking very much forward to see which these chosen individuals might be. Perhaps this might be the year that finally someone manages to overcome the difficulties of the final endeavor and prove themselves worthy to Averin the Judge. And should they be judged worthy, they will win the tournament. Could you imagine the possibility?
I can't even.
No, I've never like. It seems such a weird thing to think about. Like, who might these brave warriors be? Truly.
Truly.
It could even be you, if you ever decided to venture into the lands that settle currently the City of Champions. Even you could be capable of perhaps overcoming the difficulties and maybe claiming the honor of being bestowed such a wish. I honestly, I am quite jealous of these individuals should they actually come to pass.
No, I'm just a teacher, and I decided to keep walking.
Sorry, I gotta go catch up with my fiance. You've got the spirit, lads. Keep it up.
So that's the road?
Yeah, it's over that way, by the way.
Thank you. And as they settle with the cat, they wave past towards you. You notice one of them, as they're waving towards you, is actually a warforged.
Van still
Somebody's
stares
getting
down.
replaced in Drewford.
Van still staring down, puffing a cigarette, and as they pass by, he just flicks his cigarette into the back of their cart.
You see a bit of smoke rise up as you continue your walk.
It's not our
Alright,
problem.
as the person who missed 2 sessions in a row, what announcement?
Yeah. So, fun fact.
We're celebrities now.
Yeah.
Right.
So, we're tournament endorsed.
Neat.
This guy made an announcement.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't
Basically-
actually hear this. We just heard it like after.
They're putting our
Yeah.
pictures on all the promo stuff.
They want us to go a
stopped
certain route
activities.
in.
Yeah, they stopped a lot of tournament activities, so that's why I was like, what the fuck are these people doing out here?
So to clarify, this dude pops up and goes, "We know who's going to win the tournament, and it's these guys," and then starts showing pictures of us.
No.
Oh.
No,
No,
not
no,
because
no,
of us.
They
It was
had
like
no-
vaguely implied,
Yeah.
Okay.
like the ones who stopped the war are going to win the tournament. Maybe not those
Okay.
exact words, but that's like the...
Implication.
Yeah.
I low-key love the idea of Mean Rick being like, "Hey, I was there when the war ended. They must be me and my airship."
Oh god. Yeah.
Just fully high on his own supply.
They went a
Alright,
brave bastard that day.
Yeah.
I think they lost about 70% of whoever was in that globe.
Mirek is absolutely going to go into the tournament. I'm calling it right the fuck now.
I mean, we might find his mangled corpse later, but sure, why not?
Mean Rick
speaking
is the tournament.
Speaking of corpses,
Oh god.
as you're walking down the road in between Amvert and Drewford, as well as Chandler, the shadowed path ahead of you is primarily overtaken by trees and foliage that keeps the dwindling sunlight that begins to slowly descend past the horizon from actually connecting with your faces. However, it does not manage to hide a bit of a grisly scene before you. The trees on the side of the road are marked. Long gashes of red mark the trees as if claws were rending into the timber, causing it to bleed. On the sides of the road as well, positioned in macabre forms, are the visages of guardsmen, soldiers, and magistratum officers, standing on impaled by spears a few inches above the ground. Most of them have heavy gashes on their armor and visible, terrible bite marks that rend through chainmail. You keep on walking.
How recent are these?
Yeah.
Make a medicine check.
My medicine check at 12 goes and immediately looks towards Ashfall.
Well, I think Persephone's got you covered, bud.
I've got a 29.
There you go.
I just cast the spell. I don't know what it does to them.
But I also realizes this, like, oh yeah, true, I did the same thing. I don't really know how it works. I just like, it heals you. Somehow.
Some.
Don't question it.
I don't know. I just say these words and they get better. Like,
Yeah.
As you're investigating, as you're looking up these corpses, Coda, they probably are dead for maybe a couple days. They would not taste well, that's for sure. Persephone.
I've spent a lot of time around dead bodies.
Correct. They do begin to decompose. They are in the process. They must be about a couple of weeks old at this point.
A couple of weeks old. I'm surprised animals haven't, done a little bit more, but they're starting to decompose.
This looks like something Morgan's territory to me.
Mm.
There's a town ahead. I wonder if they've heard anything.
We should come
Yeah,
back and
but-
bury these folks at some point, though. This doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We will resolve this. Don't worry.
I imagine you continue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. Passing by the grisly scene, you will emerge past the Stoneberry Forest into the settlement of Ambert. What greets you is a large, well, not large, a compact settlement, a medium-sized town, more or less. What catches your attention the most is the large keep that oversees the entirety of the settlement from a risen ledge. Entering in, you see multiple buildings made of stone with purple-tinted roofs. The people here, however, seem to be on guard. Even as you approach, most of them are keeping their distance away from you. You notice multiple of the people present outside seem to be bearing simple buckler shields close to them at all times. This includes even commoners. You notice women that are moving down the street having a shield on their back, as well as small children having the equivalent of bucklers strapped to one arm.
What happened here? And I ask anyone who's closest.
Alright, you asked for this. As you're asking a random homeless person on the side of the road,
Sure.
he looks up at you with one eye staring into your own and the other eye staring at Grimthod. I saw what happened!
Oh no.
It was the wolves! The wolves on two legs! I saw what happened! I swear it! They're wolves in the woods! Wolves like men!
Isn't that just a werewolf?
Yes! A wolf man!
Yes, a lycanthropy. A lycan, whatever.
Yes!
know what it's
You know
called.
what I'm talking about! You believe me!
No, there's literally been evidence of those things in the past.
He grabs you by the
I
shoulders
know.
like, Good, you believe me! Then you will also believe the truth! There is a spirit in the forest! A spirit that talks to the wolves! It tells them to eat the trees! We're next!
Harold, is that you?
Oh, God.
There's a guy in the Innistrad campaign who's literally just bashes wolves' heads in.
Ah,
Lives in the woods. Oh,
Nice.
You see how Lupus looks at.
Here's his other dimensional counterpart.
yes.
I was about to say, is this Harold?
Is this the
Hashtag
Sid
life
of...
goals.
This is the Sid of Jin's universe.
Oh god, just Harold Pineblow, renowned
Yeah,
wolf hater.
You see Lupus looks at Grimthought. Do you think it's the same spirit as Adu's one, or just something else?
I mean, I'm kind of. I get what the wolves are getting out of the eating. I don't know why the ghost wants them to eat trees. That feels weird.
The
And
ghost! The ghost! He points at Grimthought. The ghost hates! It hates! And it has told the wolves to hate! And they hate too! They hated before that!
So
I've
the
seen it!
It's all right. It's okay.
so the
think we
ghosts
should
are
talk
telling
this
werewolves to
out.
be racist.
Race has little to do with it! They kill! They kill us! In the night!
Okay, I'm just gonna cast sleep. I'm just gonna cast sleep. I'm gonna save us from the rest of this conversation. That's going
He falls-
nowhere, so we can. I'm
You're
just gonna
casting
cast
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, with a
I
fight.
can
Yeah.
punch him.
No,
No.
no. I'm just gonna cast the sleep spell at the level. He's a homeless man. How much HP could he have?
That's fair.
One,
I
he
think-
falls asleep on the ground immediately.
Like,
just gonna have
I'm just
Worse
gonna.
than a commoner.
Yeah, I'm just like, we're just gonna settle this. We're not going anywhere with this conversation. He's gonna have a great nap. He's just gonna have a great
Grimthought's gonna
sleep.
just
You send him
take
into a
up-
coma. He's not gonna wake up for 30 years.
Grimthought's just gonna
Let's
like
see.
prop him up
You
against.
overdo it. You
Yeah, yeah.
actually cast sleep at 9th level on a single man.
So he sleeps for 18.
15 days.
18
18 hours. Please don't say 18 days. He'll
Oh
die.
no. 18 years.
Oh God.
18 lifetimes.
Oh no.
Maybe he might make an appearance in campaign 3.
When he wakes up.
That's
As,
my new
as
character,
Grim-
actually.
As Grimthought grabs the guy and puts him against the side of a building, you see what actually catches you a bit off guard. A Magistratum officer with just his emblem on top of raggled gear, as he looks at the rest of you, having overseen the entire thing. Thanks for that. That man has been screaming in my ear every day I've been posted here.
What's going on here?
First of all, greetings. My name is Pavlov. I am one of the Magistratum officers settled here in the town. Ever since Stoneberry Forest has become too dangerous for people to harvest resources from, we have been forced into defense against monsters that reside within.
And what
Have
do the
you-
monsters look like?
Well, the old man is right. I do know that they look like werewolves. I don't know why he thinks nobody else knows about them, but alas. What catches my problem is that we don't have to deal with a lot of people affected by the animated curse anymore. The settlement did have a couple of spouts every now and then, usually once, twice a month. But now we don't even see them anymore. We just see these monsters prowling around.
Huh. So like, sorry, you introduced me in. We're the Glorious Gouch. We're like, I think we're here to try and help with this, but like, do you know where they're coming from in the woods? Like, is it just the whole wood or what?
Not really. In the heart of the wood there is an ancient site. We used to house celebrations there back when magic was still not quite understood. I believe they must have taken over the Wirestone.
Right. Do you know where that is?
Sure, I do remember the path. I could lead you there myself. However, it is dangerous, and I would prefer not to if I could avoid dying.
Nah,
If
you can just
give
point
us
us
a map. Yeah,
or
it'd be fine.
point to a direction.
You got a map? Show
Yeah.
it.
That'll unfurl his map.
He looks at the map. Points onto the piece of parchment. It should be actually somewhere around here.
Okay,
It's,
so-
It's a long walk into the forest, mind you. Should take about an hour or so to reach it.
Oh, okay, that's easy done. Is it easier to go like south and then from there go in, or just straight from the town?
If you value your heights, I would go straight from the village myself. The sides of the road over there have been dangerous.
Good to know. Yeah. I kind of like turns everyone's up. Do we need to know anything else about the wolves, or we kind of good to go?
Well,
When did they show up?
I mean, do we have spell surfers for them?
well, every time we have noticed them showing up is usually past daylight hours. The issue is that we have been seeing a regional event that has been occurring more and more. And I will be honest, I don't understand how it functions. I've asked my colleagues about it. They tell me it's some kind of ritualistic magic taking over the surrounding region. Essentially, every night or so, the moon will shine at its brightest, like full.
And
Well,
what's the moon phase today?
Sorry,
It doesn't matter. We have had a full moon for the past, what, 20
Can
days?
can I roll to see if I know what phase the moon is supposed to be?
Yeah, of course.
What am I? Survival?
knowledge. Yeah, survival. That feels like a survival.
Or
Right?
nature?
That would be nature.
Nature? That's worse.
I,
Some math.
I want to also attempt.
Wow. With a +6.
Let's go.
I don't know
you-
how animals work.
You think about it, and you're like, actually, I haven't checked the moon in the last couple of days. I kind of don't remember. Kiki and Ashfall at the same time go, oh, it should be like second phase, like sliver.
It's past that.
I've been a dragon for too long. Don't look at the moon no more.
True, you're no longer a Circle of the Moon druid, big F.
I
So
don't know.
it's always the moon. It's always a full moon, yeah.
Oh yeah. Sometimes we get to see a change, but for the most part, lately it's been just a full moon.
Looks to Kiki and to Ashwell. Right, and that's weird, right? Like, it's not just me. That's weird, right?
That is weird. Was it, like, also, full moon while we were in Fort Durango, or...
Now that you remember it, no. The cycle of the moon was perfectly like normal during your vacation.
So maybe one full moon.
Yeah, one full moon.
Yeah.
For the month, like a
month.
regular month. Right. All right. I guess that's good enough to go with. I guess. Actually, hang on. Grimdon's gonna look at the sky. How close to nightfall is it?
About 2 to 3 hours from now. It's currently around 4 in the day, like 4 p.m. It should settle around 6 to 7.
You say it would
Because-
be an hour. Sorry.
Oh, no, like you are in the winter solstice.
Yeah.
So
You said it'd take an hour to get there.
yeah, should do. Not recommending it though, because you will be having a little daylight.
Yeah, I was just thinking, but like, otherwise we're waiting a full night for it. What do you think, guys? Try to go at night, or try to wait until morning?
Well,
Coming out at night. We're both gonna run into it, right?
Regardless, we're gonna run into the obstacles.
Yeah, might as well just go.
Whether you stay here or help defend, just in case, or we go in. I'm gonna take it head on.
Yeah, I think head on's the way to go.
it's been kind of working for us, so...
Alright, well, turn to the Maelstrom. Thanks for the help. We'll try to go get it sorted now.
Well, it's a legitimate job. Hey, you're saying you're going to look into this?
Yeah.
Well, there is a bounty. For every beast you manage to put down, if you bring back actually a pair of ears, just cut them off from the head of the dog, bring them back. We'll pay you handsomely for it. Currently, we're paying 50 gold per set, but there is a big one in there. Our scouts have reported seeing a large one. Bring back the whole head of the beast. We'll pay you handsomely for it.
Don't know. I kind of like the big one. I don't want to kill him.
We'll keep that in mind as we're going to go in. And I start kind of pushing, knowing like that's probably Coda's, you know.
Yeah. No,
I'm
they're
not
all
gonna
my people. It's just like, hey, we're gonna get yourself your people and fucking.
Yeah, we're not gonna say that they're your people. We're going to acknowledge that and move on.
Man can't help but wonder with that kind of a bounty on dog here. Those dogs are roaming around the neighborhood right now.
Oh Jesus!
Yes. See, this is at this point. This is why I just agree half the time. I don't hear what Jason says, but it's profound somewhere.
Honestly based. Perfect. So you just begin your journey then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, how delightful. Well, and they were never seen from again.
And
Yay!
they all died.
Thank goodness.
Finally,
Those guys
it's
were
over.
assholes.
we go into the wood and die just to prove the tournament wrong.
Like, no, I don't want to go to the tournament, dice.
I don't want to go to the tournament to win it. I'll just die. Yeah.
It was Rick all along.
Entering into the woods is much easier than you thought. However, not as pleasant. Quickly, you find the same marks you had found on the road, except most of the corpses are flung over the branches of trees. Most of them are spattered. Some of them are actually embedded onto the bark itself, as if pressed against it with heavy force. Most of the bodies are quite dead and in a state of decomposition. What catches your attention is that most of the bodies are, for the most part, beyond heavily slashed and clawed and bitten, also seemingly drained of flesh. As you're moving around the forest, not quite. The skin still remains onto the body.
Ah, so it's
They're
skin draped over
mosquito
bone.
wolves.
Yeesh.
As you're moving through, because there is still daylight, you will come upon this scene. A large open grove greets you. One moment.
There it goes. I was saying, blur.
Yeah, stream. Let's
Motion
watch
blur.
those 2 pixels
Mad.
load. Let's go.
A large
Well-
open grove greets you.
There we go.
Multiple trees are sprayed beyond and surrounding it, in the middle of which is a large plinth stone. A very visible mark has been engraved on it, however, a even more impressive crack has been carved on the side of it. Approaching it, you feel nothing but a stiff breeze in the wind, and the feeling that you are being watched. Looking around, you don't see anyone else, however.
Anybody else feeling like we're watched?
Of course.
I could Coda. Coda. Would you like True Sight?
Sure.
True Sight!
Alright.
Here we go, child. Have some drugs.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
It's literally a child. This is illegal.
What do I see, Jen?
What do your
The police.
shifter?
As you're looking, a couple of things. First off, around this glade, you can see a spiral in the air around you of a red-hued mist that spirals upwards and then downwards towards the central stone. What you also see through the darkness of the trees around you that cast shade upon the ground are myriads of eyes, tinted red, with single hateful points staring at you.
Is that all?
For the most part, yeah.
Alright, so it's just not normal. It's looking alright. Yeah. I guess in Shifter, I will call the people, call the beings out looking at me.
Nothing happens immediately, but the rest of you suddenly see a shift in the clouds above, in that they begin to form and start to block out the sky. Quickly, might I say. In no more than a couple of minutes, it turns from whatever sun remained in a pretty fine day into a drizzle, and quickly into a downpour.
Hmm.
You go to throw an eye on the ground, and you do. Alright.
Anything
how about
else?
How about you
outside?
place yourselves on the map so you can tell me where you are?
Sure.
Where are we, Jim?
Place yourselves wherever you want. I'll just place you myself, I suppose.
What? Hold on.
I figured we were at the stone, right?
I would imagine, but I would not have it guaranteed.
So
we all
we're
gather at
getting
the stone,
stoned.
and Kiki goes, nah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, I don't like being near them.
Alright.
I don't know if
observe.
Coda even told us everything, but like bad
Unless at the
vibes.
cart.
Oh, yeah! You approach the cart. It's a broken down cart. As you are approaching it, you will notice something glimmering from within it.
Shiny, take.
Good goblin. Very well. You go to inspect the cart. Immediately, you notice from beneath the cart jets out a femur. What appears to be like a set of bones of someone that has been killed and buried beneath the cart.
shiny.
Okay. Good God.
I mean, this is how he like started to turn into a god.
Coda, get over here.
Bones?
Did someone say
I'm calling a bone doctor.
You're calling a bone doctor. Very well.
I am the bone doctor. Let's analyze these bones.
Well,
Bones.
whoever this was, they were crushed under the weight of the cart, apparently, because the cart was thrown at them, and they perished. So sad, so
I
true.
will look over towards Ashfall and be like, They were attacked by the cart.
Yes, yes. Very sound deduction.
On the corpse, you will find a symbol of the Magistratum, as well as this strange brooch with a golden hue surround.
Bro.
Brooch, you maniac. This metal brooch that seems to be securing a cape above the what remains of the shattered plate of this individual. Give me an Arcana check.
Free cape.
Come on, whiz boys.
Right? Free cake. Yeah.
Yo, free cape.
Finally,
Hey!
Dragon pays off.
Average shit. High rolls.
17. Coda, that appears to be a magical brooch of some kind that you can't exactly place your hand on what exactly this is. But beating a
No, I
DC
can't.
19 check, Ashfall, you recognize this magical item for its true purpose. It is a brooch of many sizes.
I thought it was the brooch.
Oh, enlarge reduce.
Good lord, how horrifying.
Oh.
We can use that on Coda.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what that also doesn't have on there? A certain A word.
No, it's
Oh, that is too.
Oh,
That is
attunement.
nice.
Oh, I thought you meant the ass.
Oh my god, you
No.
can turn into a huge dragon. My god.
I mean, I can already do
Really?
that, but yes.
But
Even
bigger.
bigger dragon.
Future dragon.
Bigger.
big.
He becomes a
Jen,
normal
do you
sized
realize
dragon.
what you've done?
I've done a lot of things.
Bigger than you.
I mean, he let us spend 170k plat
More than that.
to
Crashed the
gamble.
whole economy.
We did.
I'm gonna give it to Coda. I'm just like, okay. So when we get into trouble, you want to turn this bit to Wumbo.
I Wumbo,
The other
you
way, not to
Wumbo.
me. You want to turn it to Wumbo.
Nishide Wumbo.
Persephone, Kiki, Van, Grimton, and Lupus all give me a perception check as the two of them are looking at the cart. Maybe you will notice something else.
I'm teaching him the Wumbo mini
Perception.
brooch.
I
Fair.
give whoever has proficiency in perception guidance.
I have perception and
It'll
everything.
be amazing if any of these
I will
beat my
take that
max's
D4.
perception.
You mean the man with the skill of everything?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
I forgot about that.
Very good. So as the two of them are looking at the brooch, the rest of you, with a 20, Grimton actually will notice something else that the rest of you actually don't catch.
I did roll to
That's odd.
16, but I don't think it matters.
Nope, 16 does not meet the DC 20 check
Man.
requirement
Oh,
for this. Grimthought, you notice something strange from the clouds above you. Beyond the clouds, the sunlight has died out completely. It has turned to night. What you also catch, mere seconds before what happens next, you may use your rage feature to not be surprised.
Oh boy, howdy, I'm gonna.
Very well, as it starts to get immediately darker, with the sunlight dwindling, you notice a figure leap from the woods into the grove. I will move us into a more suitable map to showcase the difference of day and night.
I have moved upside down.
That you have for some bizarre reason.
I don't know.
So I click the paste button, but Roll20 said, "Why have you done this to me?"
How
Oh,
could
no.
this happen to me?
Hey, I pressed intimidation instead of perception.
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
Just Lupus just stares angrily at
You
the ground.
clouds.
Oh boy.
fuck you, grass.
Cool.
To tell me if everyone's dark visions are correct.
Probably not.
I
Seems
believe I have
to be.
120 feet of true sight
Yeah, I can see 5
Yep,
feet away.
thank you.
as well.
right.
So
And yeah, and 120 feet of that looks about right for 120 feet of superior.
It's so great. It's so
Yep.
great, isn't it?
Van, do you have dark vision?
No, I
No.
do not.
Oh,
I can
great,
see-
great.
I can see the
Probably
edge of the
human.
stone, though. I'm good.
I need to have my access to Kodo revoked because I can see everything he sees.
You know what we
Yes.
need- you know
Let's
what we need
fix
to do?
that.
We need to get.
Coda's
the two-
just describing it in very vivid detail.
We need to, before we go to the tournament, get our two humans goggles so that they can see in the dark.
They can cast dark vision.
Yeah, it's simpler to just get buy them the goggles. We have the money.
I can cast it at 9th
Van-
level.
Van can cast it. Like
That's great. I'll
Oh,
just
gosh.
place a couple of people here, so don't mind me.
I'm just running now mentally through all the stupid shit
yeah.
Van can spend a 9th level spell slot on.
You know what's really bad? I just laughed so hard that I accidentally closed my entire Google Chrome.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
We are professionals, if anyone
What is,
hasn't
what
caught
is
on
the
yet.
worst spell to upcast to level 9?
Mage armor.
True strike.
You can't upcast cantrips.
No.
But if you could, someone would.
If you
Oh, they-
could.
Okay, but what about Skywrite?
What are you talking
Does
about?
that have an upcast? Does it just make it last longer?
To be fair, Skywright's a ritual, so why you wouldn't worry about that anyways.
What if you need to make it say something really fast? Yeah, no, it can't be upcast.
Or do you
it needs to have an upcast that is also completely pointless.
No, it increases the amount of words you can write in the sky.
Well, 9th level makes it like a
that
gift.
needs to be
head
that.
brain.
9th level could
It'll cycle
be
through.
like a novel's page, basically, in the sky. If you want to, you can prologue Star Wars somebody.
Yeah.
Or
The
opening
people on
Star
the
Wars.
God, that's
basically.
horrifying.
The people on the ground reading it can use their finger to swipe up and down and reread over parts of it.
Oh, no, this is Star Wars. You miss it, you missed out. Can't help you there. There is no
Usually the
pause.
worst spells are in 2nd level.
Well,
Those first level spells are actually pretty good.
Yeah, usually. For some reason, they really gimped 2nd level spells, and I don't know why.
Yeah, like there's a couple good ones in there, but most of them are just like, why does this exist?
If you could give me a roll of initiative, just
Oh,
don't
certainly.
nice.
Oh, are we ready to go?
Oh yeah.
Have we got the tracker done?
Yeah,
We're doing
tracker
our
is out.
homework.
I got
both.
double digits, you guys.
You did.
Ooh.
Well done. Well done indeed. That is important. Oh boy, those are bigger
Hey.
double digits.
Hey, Dad, could I have just cast a light on something I own before this happened? When I realized it was fucking dark as sin.
That's the
I think
problem. The problem.
Hey,
Okay.
It
You
just
did not.
turned dark.
Yeah.
can you
That's fair.
justify me going crazy right now? Can you go to the players tab on ours and can you find Coda?
What?
Did you remove his access as well?
Oh, I can't.
I was like,
Coda's gone.
Coda's gone.
Oh,
Did
You
you-
Jesus.
Dragon
one
Man.
moment. Yeah, that's my bad, everybody. Here you go. You have access. Sorry, you have access to your character sheet again. My bad.
Didn't
Oops.
didn't we
delete
fight
Coda.
Maligno?
There he
I
is.
closed up my thing and I'm just like, did I just somehow get rid of Coda? What?
So as Coda disintegrates before your eyes.
Mhm.
So
Thought I
to
don't feel
put,
so.
yes, to put some things into perspective as to what's happening. It goes dark the moment the Grimthought begins to rage. Essentially, darkness falls on you. Multiple things happen at once. The stone in the middle of the grove begins to emanate a dim light, represented by this light figure. As it does so, Grimthought, you notice from your position on the edges of the wood the visage of a massive lupine form, clasped in bolts and arrows and scorch marks on its fur, rampaging towards you. Drool slobbers from the lower jaw as hunger gleams in its eyes.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yep, that's blue.
You also notice another figure that you thought you would not see again. On the side of the woods is the visage of the Maligno that Edu had on him when you had found him at the castle.
That's what that was. Shit.
Yeah, y'all kind of fucked that up. Like, he got real fucked up. And then was like, ooh, I'm leaving. Bye, Edu. And then Edu was like, wait, what?
To be fair, I don't think he really ran away so much as we killed him and he's respawned.
Yeah.
Yeah. He told you see you again in the forest. And I think when he came back in the forest, like, fuck.
Well, I got a month. Let's find the other one.
And of course, a slew of lupine-formed creatures emerge from the woods.
Oh god, they're like surrounding
Just
us.
to again clarify, Coda, Ashfall, do you have a passive perception higher than 17?
I have a passive perception of 26.
Yep, that makes sense.
Jesus
Let's see,
Christ.
I believe I actually do. Let's see. Where's my perception? Yeah, 19.
Man, I thought my 18 was good, but I guess not.
18 is good. Wait. Kiki, what's your passive perception?
18.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry, I didn't know you had such a high passive perception. You are
I didn't roll initiative. My bad.
No worries. You are not surprised.
Woo!
Mine
Persephone.
sucks. Mine's
Persephone,
15.
Shit, that's unfortunate.
Mine
I'm
is
also
18.
blind, Jen. I think it makes sense for
Yeah.
me to be like super fucking surprised. Just like, what the
Uh,
fuck?
I can
Can
see
you
very
see the
well.
light on the? Oh,
Yes, I can see the light. Yeah,
Cool.
I can see the light. I'm good.
Cool. So, Persephone, Van, Lupus, you are surprised for the first round of combat.
Well, my passive
Unfortunate.
perception is 18.
Shit, you are not surprised. I did not. Why do you have such high? Okay, nice, good for you.
He gained
What is the
proficiency- he
DC?
gained
What does it have to
proficiency
be above?
in everything,
18.
Jen.
Everything.
Hang on, what's Lucas's passive?
Where do you see the passive perceptions? Just the normal perception, right? Or
At bottom of your
Passive.
skills on the bottom left.
oh,
like if
I'm
you
just 16.
Ah,
15,
a little
dang.
bit off.
Okay,
As
so
you
Lucas
are
thinks
looking
you're
around,
surprised.
the Maligno goes first. Pointing at your group, you hear a voice echoing in Abyssal from the woods. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
Nah.
No.
I just learned Elvish.
Just the swear words.
I know Infernal.
Jen, the only word I know in Abyssal is egg, and I don't know why.
If that's the case, Grimthought, I would like you to do me a favor. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm so good. Thank you. I'm
I
glad.
do have the universal translator in. Does that
We
mean
do-
I can
remember?
understand
Okay,
anything?
Just to let you
Or
know,
just-
we do have the auto succeed. By the
Yeah.
way, that is still up.
That has a recharge timer of 7 days. Do you want to use it?
It.
Is this a fail? Like, do I have to use it before I know if it's a fail or not?
That is a fail.
Okay, in that case, yeah, let's just use it. Burn it.
Yeah. We
Very
also
well.
have group inspo. We have 2 if you want to use one of those first.
I have a private inspiration as well, but I feel like this one.
It's not
as,
a bad
He's got a
roll,
wisdom
that's the
saving throw
problem.
of 0.
as
Okay,
the
yeah, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair.
As the Maligno points towards Grimthought, you feel your mind be bombarded with thoughts of fury, anger, carnage, and rage. But you control yourself. Destiny has no hold on you, and neither does this dominate person.
Damn!
Decide to auto success.
That's
that
good.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I mean, I was gonna say, that's just like a Tuesday for Grimthought, huh?
Yeah. People keep trying.
He's still
it
a
on him,
barbarian.
and it hasn't worked.
And it is your turn as you hear in the distance the howls of wolven forms as they run approaching you.
Unfortunately, I can't see any of them.
Yeah. Grim next to you will be like, "They're coming in. Just stand in the light."
All right, I will. I guess I'll just hold my action.
All right.
I'll ready
What's
an
the first thing?
Yeah, I'll just ready an attack for anything that happens to come within range of me.
Hmm. All right. That's your action. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay put.
Very well. I forgot to do this on round 20, but lair action pops off.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, the horror.
I need to see how far away you are from. Yeah, you're really far away. That's good. Very well. 1 second. Checking range. All right. And this has a range of. Neat. As you are all standing there, nice and tidy, I'm gonna go get my radius.
Good times.
I need my radius asset.
He just gets a
in the
physical
chat-
radius and sticks it on the screen. It's just like, ah, yes.
Right? What if I
I've
did
got
that?
Is this a spell?
It is a spell being cast.
Counter.
You cannot see the caster, I'm afraid.
Also, he's more than 60 feet away from you, bud. Sorry to say.
20-foot radius.
Well, I would know that if I could see him.
True.
Hey, stick the radius back. Yep, there you go. No, No.
Yeah, more people are caught like this. As the ground beneath your feet turns rigid and hollow, and then bursts into vines and thorns. As the Maligno's lair action is to cast Entangle under your feet. I need some nice saving throws from Van, Grimthod, and Lupus.
By the way,
Strength?
strength save. Point of clarification about Feral Instinct. Does that mean that I'm already raging, or that will be my action on my first turn?
You're already raging. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
On your first turn of combat, you must rage. My bad.
Okay, so I'm not raging yet, so it won't be with advantage. Good to know. Wow! Dice hate me.
15 fails, 13 fails. Ah, yeah, so if you're surprised, you can take... Yeah.
It's embarrassing to be like, I've never been surprised, like, have the surprise condition. I've always managed to, like, pass it, so I'm like, I don't actually know what this means.
Those ranger levels were useful, huh?
Yeah, they sure were. Shit.
Man, Lupus, as the ground bursts into vines and thorns, they wrap around you quick and then snare you on the spot. You are restrained by the plants, and you can use an action to make a strength check against the DC of the Maligno to break yourselves free. This does not happen at the end of your turns. So long as you do not use an action, you are just restrained.
Okay.
And the pack howls as it descends upon you. Approaching the light, you see the forms of lichen visages entering into the grove. While others... Oh, that's okay.
Don't you love it when the map's too big? You're like, they don't have enough movement speed.
No, that's fine. That was the intent.
Well, action double move.
It is what it is. I didn't expect them to go first, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you rolled an 18. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they were really good.
Ashfall, one of them actually runs up to you. And it tries to bite you.
You know, there's some irony for a werewolf to try to bite Ash. Can't.
If he catches lycanthropy while also being a god, while also being immortal, what the fuck, man? You solo the tournament at that point.
19 to hit. Jack, you are muted.
Just beats it, yep.
Alright, I need to make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, or be cursed with werewolf lycanthropy.
Wow.
Oh, let's, as cool as that would be, let's see what happens. Pass.
Just pass.
Second attack with the claws misses you as the werewolf bites down on your shoulder. You push it back. It has to claw you on its way out, but it falls over some foliage. From the side of the woods, however, you hear a menacing growl. Hunt! Kill! The sound of a very pissed off large werewolf stomps into view as it leaps off up towards Ashfall. Claws extended and maw wide open. Oof. You don't have all of your hit points there, buddy.
I marked it down, it hasn't changed.
You took 8 piercing damage, no?
I marked it on. My sheet says 154, the thing says 154, the bar's not moved.
Oh, I see the bar moved slightly on my end. That's fine.
You just have that much hit points that it just, like, it's barely visible.
Yep.
This may be a bit
You
harder
have
to resist.
Zoom in to like 200.
Oh yeah, there it is. Now I can see it. Yeah.
20 to hit.
Yep.
You take 13 piercing and 23 necrotic damage, and you must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or be cursed with Loop Garou lycanthropy.
Aren't you immune to necrotic?
Neat.
That's the best.
I have resistance to it, even if I use my armaments, which I haven't had a chance. So that goes down to 12 for a 25. Yeah, see, the bar's just not moving. That's weird.
It's moving.
It is. You just
It's
have to be
moving.
really zoomed in to see it.
My bar is still full.
That's a
zoom
roll
in.
20 glitch. You need to
Yeah.
reload, but yeah.
Or reload or
Alright,
whatever.
cunt.
Ooh.
Just shy.
Alright. Shy. You feel as it bites you a strange feeling in your heart as suddenly a rush of energy surges through your body. You can smell the blood in the air from your own blood, and it is intoxicating. However, for right now, nothing else happens. We're gonna mark you with this for your lycanthropy for now.
Neat.
Oh, you should just get his token, Photoshop a wolf head on top of it, and be like,
Then Blue moves a bit further down and attacks Coda, who is upside down.
Can you deal with that? Huh?
I don't think he can. 27 to hit.
That's a miss.
Sorry, double clicked on it accidentally. That's 14 slashing damage. DC 17 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Is this a magical damage?
It is.
Okay. And a strength saving throw. I don't have proficiency in strength saving throws. I do have a +7. Oh well, I'm prone. Oh,
Still for prone. Next one comes at advantage.
Yep.
Course. Nice. 17 additional slashing damage.
Alright, so.
Get double prone.
Oh man.
You're
double
so prone.
I'm so prone.
Thought your turn.
All right. Question. I'm currently 10 feet away from Van. There's no way I can reach him to grab his arm at all now.
Pretty beefy arm.
It is a pretty beefy arm. You will need to move towards him 5 feet to grab him, though.
Right, and I'm restrained. Okay.
No, you're not. Are you?
I failed the save.
Oh, you failed. Lupus succeeded. My bad.
Yeah. So, Grimthod's gonna go there. I'm gonna go after the tree fucker. You alright, Beefy Goat?
Oh, I'm fine.
Right. In that case,
He
Grimthod
forgot which
will-
one he was there for a second.
Grimthod is going to bonus action rage, as he did commit to that with Feral Instinct, and then he is going to Dimension Door.
That does get rid of your restraint condition, of course.
Yep.
Teleporting, Grimthod.
Zoop! Just directly down towards the Maligno. Lands for a suck. Hey there! Ready for round 2?
An unearthly screech escapes the creature before you.
Time and
Aghast.
space are meaningless to us now.
Figured. That will unfortunately be all of Grimthod's turn because that is his action and his bonus action, but he is all up in the creepy guy's face.
Very well. Persephone, you are shocked, aghast, as you are surprised.
She does have a bonus action.
She doesn't. If you don't have an action, you don't get a bonus action. I checked the rules.
That's fair.
Those are the rules.
I was gonna just
Fair
cast
enough.
Shield of Faith on my fiance, but if you want to, bear your gaze,
I checked the rules, I'm afraid.
No, I get it. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Pull the
I'm
card.
shocked. I can't see anything anyway, so anything I do would be moot. You know? I get it. I don't have a reaction either, right?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
unfortunately not. However, Coda does, and Coda is currently prone.
I take 5 feet to stand back up, Jen. I'm athletic.
You stand back up.
I'm the one person that gets not prone. Like, okay, cool. I took the feet.
Alright.
Cool. And we're gonna cast the first 9th level spell of the game.
Ayo.
Meteor.
I don't know. That's no change, bud.
Alright,
Oh.
what are you turning into?
An adult blue dragon.
Powerful.
I don't have my glasses on. I read super change. I'm like, ooh, what's that?
Let me see.
It is a CR 16 dragon. It is
And it
one
is.
CR below my hit die. Therefore, technically, I guess it's below my CR.
It is huge, no?
It is huge.
Very nice.
Oh my god, you can become gargantuan.
I can become gargantuan blue jacket boy.
Yep.
Even bigger. He can become
So sadly, I don't get legendary actions, but I do get the other thing, which is hilarious. Okay. Yes. Upside down blue dragon. And the brooch is what, an action?
Yeah, action or bonus action if you want to overclock it.
Oh, what is... Oh, I didn't read the overclock. What in the world does overclock do?
Overclock doubles up your size, so it's enlarged
I-
again. But comes with the cost of when it drops, you.
You know,
lose
I'm
more
fine.
actions.
I'm fine with being large. However,
That's true.
You are huge currently, but yes.
I'm huge. That was an action to do that, I believe.
Correct.
Yep.
So we will. No, we will fly up out of range of the werewolves,
But
but
change
not
attack?
out of range. Not out of range of blue. Yes.
How
You
far away
get-
are you flying? Up.
Out of range of werewolves, but still in range of blue.
How far away are you flying up?
But-
How tall is blue? I don't know the dimensions of how tall blue is.
Blue
but I
is
guess-
about 10 feet tall.
so about 15. We're like we still have that.
Alright.
Like I can hit you, you can hit me. This is all who it's gonna be right now.
Alright. Is that your turn?
That will be my turn. They can
end of
roll
your
their
turn?
dice.
End of your turn. Blue looks up at you and with a bestial grunt turns his gaze away from you as he's going to use Mauling Pounds. So, moves up to his speed without provoking opportunity attacks and can make a claw attack against each creature that he moves past. Kiki, Persephone, claw attacks against you as
Fuck.
Blue leaps towards you.
Yep.
Who's for
Almost
who?
I dropped this bastard.
16 for
Ooh.
Kiki.
Both
18.
miss me.
Both miss.
Yeah, both miss.
Yeah.
Wild swipes as Blue continues his movement.
Good to know
Leaping
Blue's not
past you.
homophobic.
Yeah.
Not yet.
You okay, Jen?
What? Oh yeah, that was.
Okay. Okay. You just got real quiet.
Oh no, I die inside a little bit, but that's true.
Like, you know, at the end of the campaign, if one of us is dead, and
Oh god.
You know.
Ruinous,
You-
I am
Ruinous
banned.
app where-
you will hear it on Twitter. Don't worry about
I
it.
am being entrapped.
Yeah, I thought I won't have it then, or did the surprise
Oh, right,
event
Drew,
pass?
you're-
It's your surprise, of course.
Yeah.
Kiki.
It is my turn. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my action to cast Crown of Stars, because it will also make me shiny.
That it does.
How much does
You
it
do?
take?
can
What
see!
the fuck?
30 feet.
I can fight!
30 feet bright, 30 feet dim. That's nice.
Oh my god.
I told you,
I
I,
gotta-
I could be a
Did you wanna-
beacon.
Did you want to fire off that 18 as a bonus action, or?
Yes.
I love my life.
Yes, I do.
I need someone to teach Van the sun spell so I can cast it at night or be blind.
Daylight? Or sunbeam?
Daylight.
I think I have daylight.
By broadcaster.
Ah,
So
wow.
is the 18 aimed at?
Yeah, I was gonna admit that the werewolf that's standing in front of me, but I'm gonna shoot it at Blue because he tried to hit us. I
Alright.
don't know.
But that is a 18 for 41 radiant. Ow!
Does it hit?
That is
Yeah, boy, howdy,
three. Yeah,
Joseph.
that absolutely does, and he hits for 41 radiant damage.
That was a 12, a 10, a 10, and a 9. That is
Yep,
amazing
that is-
damage on that.
That is fucking crazy.
Well, let's hope I get that luck on my next roll with a certain
Also, yeah.
that I have.
Also, what level did you cast that at?
8.
8. Okay, so you've got 9 modes. Well, now 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because Jen is very cool, and I was like, I want this, but it's not actually 8 level, it's 7. So yeah.
Is that your turn?
I mean, I could move, but like, where?
Yeah.
Good point.
Everything kind of sucks, so I'm gonna stay here.
Ash Volventura.
Yay!
You wanna be a god and a werewolf?
It's
God.
honestly kind of tempting. And I got the cool werewolf. I did get hit by the peasant werewolf.
Yeah.
Got that primo werewolf.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm just gonna turn one of these into mush. Cast blight.
Which one? Stop with the walls.
Which one bit me? Or tried to?
It would be this one.
Okay, he's getting turned into paste.
You're like-
Okay.
You keep biting me until I catch it.
Oh, Kiki, you didn't move. I wish you would have moved.
Oh, you failed.
Ah, don't worry about
35
me.
necrotic.
Sure thing. 35.
It's a
Lovely
potential
average
120
amount.
damage. So yes, I'm worried.
Good lord.
A blight of terrible necrotic energy
Oh,
escapes from your hand, and the werewolf recoils, but nevertheless still stands as part of its body. The fur slops off the skin, dropping onto the ground like terrible liquid paste, as the wolf looks up at you with both eyes seething with hatred.
Cool. Really quick, let's get a bonus action for my Life's Warding.
Yep.
+1 to AC. Also, where are my scorpions?
Yeah, where's the
You brought them with
scorpion?
you?
They go everywhere now.
Oh, I didn't think
Underground.
you would bring them with you. Very well.
I always bring them.
At the end of your turn, your scorpions.
Yay! Hello, Pebble. Hello, Nugget.
Sorry. Does Ashfall just have pet rock scorpions now?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yes.
does.
Yes.
Only
Don't
two.
question it.
Only two, though.
Oh, no, they
In my head canon, they're constantly tunneling, trying to catch up, and every time
Yeah,
they
yeah,
teleport,
that's-
they die
Yeah.
and turn
They're like, oh fuck.
It's underground. They're always underground.
But they merge at your beck and call.
And this one is called Nugget. There we go.
Evelyn!
Okay,
Well,
let's
you gotta
write it
make 2
down.
different token sheets for those.
That is my turn. Well, we don't have to, but eh. This is what we're naming them for now. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. They get a turn, actually, Pebble and Nugget.
Cool. I'm trying to find beasts in the sheet here. They're there. I always forget they're right above us.
For convenience.
You can call it that.
Oh.
So, multi-attacks. Nugget is going to hit the one I tried to murder.
Oh, Nugget will probably kill that one.
Yep, especially since it has advantage.
Go
Very
Nugget!
well.
Oh, Nugget crits!
23, 17, and a crit. That sucks for this werewolf. So, funnily enough, roll the damage for the claws as well, yeah, of course. So, pummel. The Nugget grabs the werewolf with both claws, but the claws themselves cannot pierce through the werewolf's skin in the slightest. However, as the stinger connects, the terrible poison in Nugget's stinger causes the werewolf to shrink and shrivel as it becomes a raisin.
All right.
Yeah, we've just single-handedly drained this thing. It's well, I say single-handedly, but okay, second one. Pebble, move for flanking. Claw, sting.
Oh my god. Once again, the claws manage to deal no damage, however, they will grapple the werewolf.
On
That's-
a... Okay, no, it's automatically grappled. Sweet.
Yeah. It's on a 15 for them to escape.
The werewolf looks up as it gets stung by terrible poison. Manages to fail the saving throw and take 40 poison damage.
Jeez.
We stun
We'll let
Pebbles.
nothing happen to these babies.
Speaking of nothing bad happening to these babies, the Maligno from the other side of the map looks at Grimthod, who is right in front of it, and snarls.
I snarl back.
Contested snarl.
Contested snarl.
Contested snarl. Fuck. This guy's just fucked, eh? He looks at Grimthod. Peace.
Wait, he's running away.
Invisibility.
No.
Alright.
Invisibility. Fuck that.
Where's he at, Jen?
Who knows?
In here.
I have 120 feet
Coda
through
does.
sight, Jen. Where's he at?
Coda actually does.
I still have that 60-foot blind sight too, just in case. Where are they at?
Moves away from Grimthod in his invincibility. On the initiative round 20, I won't forget it this time, the Maligno's lair effect goes off.
Mm-hmm. Now, question:
Yes, good.
is this attacking or casting a spell? Because that
Neither.
will break invisibility. Okay, just saying.
Neither. As the woods around the Maligno begin to reverberate with strange screams that coalesce into a wave of madness. Grimthod, Lupus, I need both of you to give me wisdom saving throws DC 17.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I hit that threshold first, then I'll decide.
It's a fail.
I'm gonna use my point of inspiration to reroll.
Alright. That's also a fail.
Fuck.
Boy.
Do I use inspiration
God
or
damn it.
chaos? I think I'll just go with the chaos one.
Chaos, alright, you succeed automatically as the bonds of fate break against your resolve. However, Grimthod doesn't. As Grimthod, you feel the overwhelming urge to rush away up to half of your movement towards the direction of the Maligno's choice. And you can make a weapon attack against a creature within range. Unfortunately, I don't think that gets you close to your companions, so instead the Maligno causes you to run into the battlefield towards the Scorpion.
Cool. How far can it make me run?
Like, half of your movement.
So
Like
20 feet.
705 feet.
Very well.
Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement, so it can make me move 20.
Yeah, so you move over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, you
am
have no allies here.
Am I frightened?
No, you are just...
Cool.
Yeah, you for a brief moment you felt your senses leave you, and then regain them almost instantaneously. Van, you are wrapped by thorns and veins.
Alright, so I guess it's a strength check to bust out, eh?
It is.
13, that's even worse than last time.
That's not gonna cut it.
Can I use Indomitable on that? Probably not.
It's a check, not a saving throw, too, so...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
not fair.
strength check.
Yeah, I failed it.
Sad.
So I must have skipped leg day.
Also, is
Wondering,
Tangle
can't you just
concentrated?
burn the whole thing?
Wait, what now?
You know, burn the whole area.
I don't have any fire spells.
Last I checked, you're a fighter.
Yeah, I have a sword. I can just hack at
He
it.
has a 9th level spell slot.
You
Right.
said
He
fire
can't
fighter.
use.
I have a very powerful gun with no ammunition.
By the way, is
Entangle is a concentration.
Slaps.
yeah.
Slaps
So-
a 50 cal.
Jen,
I'm
you-
like, man, this puppy could do so much damage. I have no
Jen.
Is it
So-
concentrating on, sorry, is it concentrating on the invisibility and entangle at the same time?
If it was, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
okay.
I do what I. That action would take up all of my attack moves at the same time.
Yeah, it would take up your full
Yeah.
action.
So, aside from that,
You could. I mean, you could action search and try again, but it's up to you, bud.
I hate to waste an action surge on that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or I can, you know, cut you open.
Try to cut me out
Wait,
instead of cutting me open.
cut him open or cut him? Like, free him. Those are two different things.
I guess we'll find out in Lupus's turn.
Well, on his turn, we're gonna.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't move or
At the-
anything.
At the end of your turn, can you roll me a d4?
Yeah, I can do that. 4.
You take 10 points of piercing damage that cannot be reduced in any way. Your strength score is reduced by 4.
Ooh.
Until you finish a long rest, or until someone has cast the Greater Restoration spell on you. And I'll let you know right now, if you die by strength drain lost this way, you will turn immediately into a Maligno.
That's bad.
So,
That is very,
So
very
then-
bad.
Strength reduced by 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, your strength. Yeah.
Alright, moving on. Werewolf time, baby!
All the doggies.
Doggy, doggy, doggy. This doggy is flanking the other thing. This doggy goes to the market. This doggy goes for Grimthod. This doggy goes for Grimthod. This doggy is not entering that area. Grimthod, you have friends.
Everything is lining up so weird.
Grimthod, you're getting attacked. Bite. Claws. Bite. Claws. Bite.
only
Claws.
The 22 and the 21 will hit.
Well, make some funny saving throws. DC 12, I laugh.
Okay, so let's see. That is 5 damage and then
And 2 damage.
2 damage. So
As the werewolves bulk up on you, you feel mild inconvenience.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, no way.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, you're fine.
It's doable.
You feel-
I could roll a 1.
You feel some kind of bestial fury start to take hold into your heart, which is immediately drowned out by your actual anger. Speaking of anger, bite attack and claw attack on Lupus. No, no. No, no. What the fuck am I rolling for? They only hit you in a crit. Okay.
Might as well roll for crits.
Yeah, crit bash.
Wolf that is trapped. Yeah. Yeah, against the scorpion.
It misses.
Amazing. The other wolf that is flanking.
Flank.
Is it though? Because it's being the other one's
Oh.
being crabbled.
Yeah, it still is.
One
Okay,
hit.
it's happening.
One hit. Nope, the scorpion is not a humanoid, but it does take 10 piercing.
Yep, regular piercing.
Non-magical. It is not magical.
Okay. So
Half of
resistance. Yeah. So 5.
Yeah. Well, standard
Nibble, nibble.
werewolves are not magical, yeah, unfortunately. Big sad.
Werewolf, werewolf, scorpion. Come on, let's go.
No.
It's not a humanoid.
can turn
Blue
it
on the
into
other
humans.
side. Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if these guys are gonna hit. If they're, can I just
It's
pet them
tough,
and we can be chill?
You could.
pet the
This
scorpions.
werewolf is gonna approach Kiki. Blue is gonna
The
try and
fuck?
fight you.
Okay.
Since it's a new round of combat, do I have my reaction now?
You would. I think. Does
Okay.
the surprise condition not give you a reaction back? I need to double check.
It removes
Because
the
if I was
reaction.
it does, but I don't know if it's after my turn in combat or
Until
at the start.
until the turn ends. So you do have a reaction.
Cool. I'm just keeping that in mind when you attack my fiance.
Which is happening immediately.
You will. I disadvantage to you, so good sir. Never
20.
fucking mind. 20 just.
I was gonna impose disadvantage on him too, but you know what?
Wall crawlers. Actually, nope. I don't think I'm in range for this. Let me double check. No,
you're not.
Sorry. Way out
Yeah.
of range. Sorry. Tried.
Grimfeld shouts something from the other side of the woods, but he's
No, no, no.
completely encapsulated by werewolves. Unfortunately, you're up to your neck in furries. Oh no.
Uh,
I think we've all been to that con.
just give me the damage, generous heal.
Perish. Take 30 points of total
30.
damage and
Oof,
a
ouchie.
DC 17 Constitution saving throw, please, and thank you.
Hold on, let me first help my calculator because I can't do math.
Just click on your character sheet, go to your HP, put minus in total, and it will auto do it for you.
Really?
I rebuke.
Really?
What?
Oh,
This.
rebuke?
Have y'all not known that?
No!
Alright.
It's been at least maybe 8 years since that's been implemented.
Blue fails.
Don't worry,
Takes
no.
30 damage.
30 radiant.
30 radiant as Blue's form is like shaken by the radiant light. However, at the start of his turn, now that he's in front of you, you will notice the wounds that inflicted upon him from him rushing with the radiant star that struck him seem to have almost already healed.
Interesting.
I mean, this is a
Could be
werewolf, so.
Or werewolf Kiki.
Yeah, no, I got a 21 because of my magic swag.
That's really important. 2 attacks at advantage.
Great.
Both miss.
Yep. Really glad I got that armor update.
Yeah.
Grimthought, you're surrounded by werewolves.
Grimthod's gonna cry out, does anybody know where that fucking tree thing ran off to?
Oh, up in dragon form dials.
I
dial up.
Can't
down.
see shit.
Not
Grimthought.
my turn. I would point it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking's a free action.
So, like.
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's PHP. Talking's a
Yeah.
free action.
It did sound like you said fucking is a free action. I was like, hold on.
No. We're talking
I mean, if we're
with
gonna
your
make this
words.
a menage a trois.
Grimthought, what are you doing? Please save
So-
me.
Since Coda has decided he doesn't want to tell Grimthod where the tree is, he's going to just
You
swing
have
on the
werewolves.
werewolves.
Deal with werewolves.
I think the tree's the bigger problem.
Yeah.
It has layer actions.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna swing on the werewolves because I don't know where the fuck this thing's gone.
Bro, very well.
Cause I
Going in with a spanking. Does a
Yep.
20 hit?
Miraculously, I will inform you right now, these barely clothed werewolves have an armor class of 11.
Cool. We're gonna be great weaponing master all of them. So I'm
Which
gonna
one are you
target
smacking?
Specifically, this one to the south.
Oh, he's gonna get smacked hard. That is 29 points of damage total, resisting none of it. Oh, wait.
Is he resisting the fire?
dead?
Maybe.
Is your weapon silvered?
You deal 3 points of fire damage to the werewolf.
That's it.
As your weapon slides with the werewolf, the hide is, for the most part, unharmed.
I will note my sword is magic.
Correct. It is.
Is it silver?
Okay.
Probably not.
That's
That's the thing.
interesting.
The
usually
werewolf looks
magic
up at you
weapons
as
work.
your strike compounds it and leaves it relatively scarred with a wide grin.
All right. Give me a second.
How do they fare against lightning? Do you think?
Badly.
Well, I mean, magic did work, so.
Yeah. All right. So, Grimthod's gonna go for his second attack because, like, he's already committed to his first one.
Yeah.
Swinging on the same dude.
Yep.
21.
Taking 2 points of fire damage.
Really? Wow. +2 weapon, and it's doing nothing to these guys. All right. With that, Grimthod is going to bonus action. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go for the smarter move here rather than trying to do damage. I'm gonna go for bonus action Mark of the Undaunted. So that I have the +1d6 to my saves from now on, so I'll be concentrating on that.
Alright, as you summon the spiritual energy of your ancestors to protect you against these vile werewolves. And yeah, they are in fact immune to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage dealt by non-silvered weapons.
Interesting.
That's how I am running them.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a whole meme about it.
Oh, just gonna do this because I'll get my temporary hit points from this. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I'll just roll them. 2d6.
A monk would be useless in this fight then. Like even with
Oh,
magic fists.
Yep.
You get silvered brass knuckles.
9 temporary hit points.
Yeah,
That
but
is
if
great.
you don't know what you're
That is
going
important
into.
and that is good. Hey, you're learning. Then this is a learning fight. Before the at the end of Grimthod's turn, Blue will spend 3 legendary actions.
Oof.
What the fuck?
just as Persephone goes to take a turn to do one bite attack against you.
Bitch.
He got his legendary.
I said.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 31 points of damage, 20 of that is necrotic. I need to give me a Constitution DC 17 saving throw.
Hold on. I know how to do math.
As you go to look up at the werewolf, his fangs are already digging into your shoulder.
That's piercing. Oh, joy. 19.
Success, as you feel the repugnant energies of Blue's lycanthropy diseasefully try and make their way into your body, but they are quickly repelled by the divine energy that encapsulates your form. For now, at least.
Lovely. I'm gonna pull out my gun
I think you
and I'm
should
gonna
back
shoot
up.
him. No, I don't need to.
Very well.
I have a feat that gets rid of that.
Yeah, that's
I
not
really
what I'm
don't need
talking
to-
about.
Well, if I back up, he'll get an opportunity attack, and I'm not gonna ditch you.
Yeah, but I can turn
Right?
into. Yes, but I can turn into something, and I will have less trouble with him, and I can back away faster.
I'm just gonna do 1, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Flanking?
and I'm going to flank him, and then I'm going to shoot him twice from here.
Alright, fire away.
Okay. I have to do this by hand because it does the wrong dice on my B&B Beyond sheet. So this is gonna be plus 10.
Yep.
So 24 to hit for the first one.
Jesus, that's... The first one is in 4 on the die. That's a 24 to hit?
No, on the 14.
No, I have advantage because I'm flanking.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, plus
and
20 hit.
then-
Oh!
Is it... It's 2d8, right, for the gun that I'm using?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And
2d8
it's lightning.
Yep.
So
Alright.
11 plus... plus my... Oh, goodness. Where is it? My divine...
Blessed strike.
Blessed Strike. That's the motherfucker.
I believe it's an additional d8? No?
Are they actually weak to lightning?
We're gonna
No,
find
they're
out.
not.
I was about to say, because the only reason why I went
Yeah.
blue dragon is to be immune to lightning damage.
So
It's
that's
raining.
17 lightning damage.
17 lightning damage.
And if he has any metal on him, he's charged, I guess.
As the lightning fires from your gun, Blue is in fact very naked. He does not have any
Okay,
piece of
I s-
metal on him.
And now for my second gunshot attack against him.
Good. Fire. Kill him. Do it.
So
Please.
27.
Absolutely hits.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna want to double check. Nope, it's the start of my next turn. Yeah, so this is just 2d8 from the gun.
Very
So
good.
13, another 13 lightning damage.
Alright, 13 lightning damage.
And let me see if I have a bonus action I want to take. Because that was just my action. Yeah, I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon to bonk him.
Ah, of course.
Just at the base level.
Where's the moth?
Does a 20 hit him?
He
it's just gonna
very
be
much
like-
will.
Here.
Yes.
Okay.
He hits.
The 10 radiant damage. Or 10 force damage, sorry. I forgot it's force, not
Uh,
radiant for spiritual weapon.
Force, indeed, as he gets bonked by the... As the moth fires a pair of laser beams from its eyes and knocks Blue a bit backwards.
Bad dog. That's it. That's all I got. I've used everything that I have in my arsenal.
Yep, as the beam of energy fires from the moth's eyes, Blue gets struck, and then he puts both claws on the sides of its head and howls in pain. Coda, your turn. You hear Blue's blood-curdling howl. Beneath it, you can hear, faintly as it is, the scream of someone else.
Gotta stay strong. We're gonna fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So
You're
right
gonna
there. Yeah. I have 80-foot fly.
Oh no.
And I need them to make a dexterity saving throw.
Are you doing what I think you're doing, buddy-o, friend?
Yes.
Am I not gonna be in the crossfire?
No, you're just gonna miss it.
You're fine. That's 85 points of damage.
Can you not roll that into GM mode, please?
I cannot, actually.
You
Unless you
cannot?
give me a sheet, please. Or do you have a sheet ready for? That's from D&D Beyond straight.
Oh, I do have a sheet for him in Roll20 at the very top.
Oh, okay, thank you. Then, yeah, that's 85 damage, though. And a DC.
Can you roll it again, just if possible, please?
Yeah.
I'll allow you to take 85 if you want, but just so that we can see it in the chat. Yeah, okay.
Take it or leave it. 80, 85, up to you.
Up to me, you say. I'll do a faint representation to make sure that you understand how big your lightning breath is, alright?
Yes.
Because you may want to angle it.
You see Lupus when he noticed he's got a fire of breath. I think the werewolf for the least of my worries.
No, it's
Oh,
a line.
It's a 90-foot line.
Yeah, it's not a cone.
Line.
One
Line.
moment. You can fix that. Sorry, I for a moment forgot that they are very different.
Yes.
Just Grimthod's resistant to stuff, right? I can't remember which stuff, but he's resistant to stuff. This is fine.
It does make sense that Grimdod's resistant to this, right? Right.
A bolt of lightning energy fires from your mouth and crackles downwards as the Maligno looks up in surprise.
Dex save, bitch.
The Maligno does not have the evasion feat, I believe. No, he doesn't.
White flag.
Yay!
He's like, I give up.
Fails the
That's a
saving
fail.
throw. Takes 85 points of lightning damage. Are you resistant
And-
to lightning damage, you little bitch?
And the werewolf.
And-
He is! He takes 40 points of lightning damage.
Oh, good for him.
Let's go for him.
Do you
Yeah.
target the werewolf?
Yeah, it also hits the werewolf.
Then you
It's a
would have to
line.
land.
Oh, because it's
No.
on the ground. Yeah, fair.
It is on the
I
ground,
don't-
yeah.
You gotta remember, I am also a dragon that's 15 feet away with a long giraffe-like neck.
You're correct.
I,
You wanna play it like that? Sure, I'll remember that for later.
I hope
Biology.
so. Biology.
No, I'll
Science
remember that for
rules.
later. Yeah, that fails. The werewolf is fucking disintegrated,
Zip.
taking
Yeah.
80 points of lightning damage.
Hey, is the Maligno still, invisible? Or holding on
see.
to entanglement? Because
DC 20 concentration.
Yeah.
How much does that spend here?
It does.
Fuck!
25.
As the lightning energy
Look back.
causes the werewolf to become a skeleton on the ground, the Maligno, though you crackle through the tree, remains invisible to most of your companions except for you.
Mhm. And then I will finish up the rest of my movement.
Oh,
Right.
you're gonna.
There.
Okay.
Yep.
So you keep on moving, and as you do, the Maligno telepathically speaks to your mind. I remember you. What have you come here to gain?
Gotta just dead silent.
There will be nothing here but death and blood. Lupus, your turn.
I don't even know if I can do something, but I did promise Van I would free him.
Uh-oh.
You move here.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's
1 moment. You move. You spend. I need to double check if it is 15 feet of movement or 20, just to double check. So, you spend 10 feet of movement, and you take 7 points of piercing damage as you move towards Van.
Well, I'm gonna cut Van loose.
Alright, you can make DC 17 strength check, please.
Okay, just straight strength check.
Yep.
That's how I can even do it right.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
That doesn't succeed, I'm afraid.
Not even if I cut it with my sword.
Magical vines, I'm afraid. You grab onto the vines and you try to twist them and pull them, and the more you do, more vines spread from the ground to take their place. Like you free Van's arm, and then 3 more tendrils sprout upwards to grapple him.
Ah, Christ. What can I do? What can I do with what I have?
Got me oil, got a flask of oil.
Let's see. I don't think just throw one holy water.
You wanna try it?
I got nothing else to do here. Well, I can shoot them, but I don't know the results of shooting them.
Alright, Lupus, you uncorked a bottle of holy water. Take that off of your inventory.
Yep.
And you douse Van with it.
Yes.
Van, you're doused in holy water.
Burst into flames.
Amazing.
Devil the whole time.
You feel it. You do feel it tingle. As you were recently a month back brought back from a quick death state, but nevertheless, you're just doused in water.
Hey, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna have to shoot everything else in sight.
All right, you've already used your action, so
Yeah.
Unless you want action surge.
Do I notice where Kota's looking at directly?
Koda's looking at the tree currently, but you can't see what he's looking at. You can try firing in that direction.
I'll try it.
Cool. Go for it. Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Let's just go with goes.
$19 hits. Taking 12 damage. 12 damage taken.
Concentration check.
Oh, of course. Oh no.
Come on, fail.
Nope.
Nope.
Fuck.
Alright,
Maintained
keep
it.
going.
Yeah.
You've got 2 more
Wait,
attacks.
wait. How much do he need to fail?
10 for a DC 10 check on the first one. Second one misses.
Would you like to take a D10 off that?
Huh?
Whoa!
Oh.
You fucking serious? Alright, roll a D10. On a 2 or above, he becomes visible.
4.
Bastard!
Let's go! Also, this fucker gets...
Wait, who rolls a d10? Me or?
No, it's already been rolled.
So, the second is a 23 instead of a 16, which hits as the Maligno becomes visible. As Koda focuses his eyes, the draconic eyes shift into a hue of the galaxy behind your iris. And for a brief moment, a force of reality shifts to basically magnify the situation to your favor as the Maligno apparates in front of you. No! No! Second attack hits for 12 points of damage.
Last attack, straight.
You see, Lupus? It's just gonna be like last time. You noticed someone was truly pissed off.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage indeed.
Also, is Entangle still up?
Yeah,
it
it is.
shouldn't be.
It's a layer action thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
right. Right.
This is
No,
not. This is you. Do,
It's different.
it's different than Entangle, then, basically.
Yep.
The
yeah, I
Malignus
can-
Entangle lasts, it requires no components, does not need to maintain concentration, and lasts for 1 minute or until it uses its lair action to try and move it somewhere else.
Right.
yeah, I can't see the Malingro on the thing.
Oh, you can see him. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a little bit past your vision, is he? Then you would have just disadvantage entirely. Because he's way past your vision.
Ah.
Alright.
But now everyone
Oh.
else can see it.
Sorry, in which case your second attack did not hit. That is important to say because it is damage not dealt to the Maligno.
Yep, makes sense.
Right. Goes.
And this attack also misses.
Right.
Vision, people, it is important to remember you can't see everywhere on the map.
Ha!
Well,
Speak
I'm not
for
the
yourselves.
person named to wander.
Not all of us can have 120 feet of fucking eyesight.
Aye.
Up, Coda. And Grimdot.
Wow. Is that your turn?
Can I goes jump over that werewolf?
You can try. Give me an athletics check with your movement.
Alright.
You leap and land right in front of you into the patch. You take 2d4 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
You take
Does-
3 points of piercing damage as you land.
Does an incredibly looking backflip like, yeah, boom, spikes at feet.
Lupus leaps up and the bramble catches his leg and he tumbles forward, face planting.
You see, you see him cut open with the shield. Good thing I have this. Ah.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Kiki, the werewolf turns his back on you to look at Persephone.
Yeah,
That's
kind of
cute.
I'm debating what I want to do because I could, use my guys to be immune to necrotic. I could also try to use one of his resistances with psychic lance, or I could psychic scream. But the werewolves aren't really a problem, and like blue would just legendary resist it. So yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make him use one of his legendary resistances. I will use Psychic Glance on him. Hehe.
Oh. Insane.
Oh,
buddy.
buddy.
Give
Okay.
me that juicy int save.
Well, blue.
Can he even do it?
Well, on the 20, no.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the blue had a PhD in advanced science.
Well, he
Yeah.
does have a 14 on the statistic, but otherwise.
Okay, I mean it's a
Alright, so-
minus, so yeah, he can do it. Yeah, I mean he still takes half of that.
So that's
So-
half of 29,
12.
so... No, half of 29, so...
Yeah,
that'd
14.
be-
14, yeah. Which uses up my action.
As he was clutching his head, the psychic lance pierces into the back of his skull, and suddenly, as he was for a brief moment letting go to snarl at Persephone, he clutches it again and looks down to the ground with a whimper before he growls hard.
And that's my... Yep, bonus action mode, but I will not... I mean, I could... I'm not gonna move. I will just take it to disadvantage mode.
Very well.
Crown of Stars. Ooh, I don't think 16 hits.
Blue,
Yeah.
16 hits.
Oh shit. 24 points of the rating damage.
Yeah, he's very naked.
But I mean,
He's not wearing any armor.
I thought he would have like a really thick hide or something. I don't know.
He does. 16 bypasses it.
I don't know.
You should be intimidated by his nakedity.
I'm not.
That-
It's nature, baby.
Monster fuckers. God.
Debbie Ryan hair tie.
Naked.
Listen, Wouldn't be the first time I seduced a werewolf-themed NPC that is siblings with a party member. It's so niche, but it wouldn't be the first
If I had a
time.
nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels.
2 nickels. It's weird that it
It's
happened
weird that it
twice.
happened twice.
Yep.
As a free action, can I give a little bit of a stink eye to the werewolves next to me?
Yeah.
I'm just like looking at them like, you really want to do this? You really want to bite down?
They are drunk on murder. You look into their eyes. They are not even really here. Staring into them, you just see pure anger reflected back to you. Give me an insight check.
Sure. 11.
11.
11. You're not sure if they're even conscious up to this point. Like,
I'm also kind of like, I don't want to hit them because they might be, caught as people, so...
I did just melt one.
That's fair.
I wasn't looking, if I'm being very honest.
Listen, it's
It was a
fine.
giant lightning bolt from a big blue dragon.
Hard to miss.
Fall.
If you're the one that missed it, I can't help you with that one.
Yeah.
You feel alright right now. Lycanthropy is a strange sensation, but you're feeling okay.
Okay, neat. Nothing too worrying then. Guiding bolt. Nice and simple.
At whom?
The grappled
Grappled
werewolf.
Ah, of course. Oh, the grappled. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Raw attack. That hits, absolutely. Disadvantage from melee range, but restrained, so it doesn't matter.
Boop.
Surprisingly, stays alive.
Dinger.
Lives!
Okay, time to
Curses.
kill it.
No, please.
Murder.
I brought you a gift. Oh, what is it, Judas? Murder.
Sting perishes immediately.
That lycanthropy set in real fast, huh, Ashfall? Time for murder.
Starts laughing like Goofy.
Well, we never, fully explored, what kind of god he will be. Will he be a murder god? Who knows?
Who knows? I'm predicting War God, honestly. Considering Ashfall's path through life, I'm seeing War God.
Maybe.
Gotta be
Honestly, maybe.
Nugget pierces the werewolf and fucking kills him.
Yep.
Died
And
by a nugget.
Pebble turns around at the werewolf slowly gnawing on its tail.
Get him.
Grapple. Grapple hits.
Yeah, hits.
Sting also hits.
Yeah, let's see if it takes half damage. No.
No. How much movement do these have? 40 feet of burrow and 40 feet of regular, so...
Can it drag it underground?
Yeah.
It could.
Jesus.
5,
How
10,
horrifying.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And this pebble is just gonna start gnawing on this one. And that'll be my turn.
Yep. Maligno time! The Maligno looks up to Coda with a bit of disdain, because why do you happen to exist the way you do? Wow, I don't think he has any real way of dealing with you in that aspect. Because you can
Well.
see it.
It seems like it's the only thing he can do is run away smoking.
That is true. He turns away from you and says,
I have 80 foot of fly.
that's not the thing he's gonna try. He looks back to you and says, these woods are mine, but I know you now. For the rest of your accursed days, I will hunt your every waking moment. You will never know peace. Remember this day, dragon. And he will cast Tree Stride.
I don't.
I mean, I don't have counterspell, so.
Yeah, I don't think any of us can stop him from doing it.
He enters a tree and is
Wait,
fucking
wait.
gone.
Can't. Ah, wait, no, he's restrained.
And also, it's beyond 60 feet away.
Advan
And I
can't see
can't
him.
see him.
Yep.
Yep.
The
What
Maligno
happened?
literally vibes out.
Mm,
And as it leaves, Van, the vines beneath your feet dissipate.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, thank Corey, I should say.
Hell yeah.
What do you
I think
Hey,
you should go hunt him down.
I will move
There's-
around the backside of this fellow. To get
Oh.
flanking.
Does anyone have that prepared?
How about prepare?
Oh, you think it's Scry?
Yeah, scry works.
Yeah.
And
you
I'm
gonna
just
swing
gonna
on
take out
werewolf?
I'm gonna take out my frustrations on this werewolf. Yeah.
That's fair. Remember, you have advantage.
Oh, okay.
We can flank 2 werewolves. You're not special.
I'll just roll that one again normal.
Yeah, but 17 hits anyway, but that's damage. Oh! So Equalizer strikes the werewolf. It is completely unharmed. And looks back to you.
And I switch to those. Bang.
That hits.
And that's a crit.
That's also hits.
Are those
And that
silvered?
Yes, they are.
Oh, nice.
Why do you have silvered hand axes?
I specifically requested them like 30 sessions ago.
I know, why do you have them still? Don't you just toss them out, ah? These hand axes actually start hurting the werewolf who looked at you with a shit-eating grin, then as you start hacking at it with a hand axe, you start screaming, as like a butcher, you start actually hacking it apart.
How many
A
of those do
big-
you have?
I have 3 of them, but I'm not throwing them at this.
Yeah, he's just
particular-
meleeing.
Well, if you have 4 of them, maybe hand them out to the party.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
I will use a bonus action and toss one to Lupus. But I'm very angry, so I'm also in search this.
Oh, you're gonna kill this guy, alright, fair enough.
Yeah. So 1,
Yeah, that's 7 more damage,
2.
6 more damage, 4 more damage. Hack. The werewolf gets sliced and diced and slowly killed.
and that's my turn.
Very good. This werewolf, to start with him, he's gonna disengage and start running away. 5, and then immediately realize, oh no, Sentinel procs off.
Yeah.
Yep, it does. Both of you, Sentinel.
2
Of us.
targets.
Lupus,
My
you
Sentinel.
have an axe. Yeah, that's an 8 damage.
he
You
can't
hack him
move.
and he drops, the floor and starts like growling at you as he tries to run away. Scraping his like clawed arms into the ground.
I think we might have Aqua away at the moment.
Very well.
Oh, Aqua, yeah, you have an attack of opportunity with Sentinel.
Sentinel,
Yeah.
yeah. And a silvered
right.
hand axe, so.
I'd forgotten entirely about your silvered hand axes, and I was gonna be like, haha, how can you deal with this? Nah, I forgot. Van actually prepares. Damn.
Yeah, we
Man's
fought a
done
vampire.
this shit before.
Fought a vampire without silver and regretted it, so I fixed the problem.
That is a crit, so that is 2d6. Roll me 2d6, Lupus.
2d6.
Yeah,
Yep.
did with the hand axe. There we go.
Yeah,
5 points
and that's-
again.
God damn it, why do you live on 1 hit point?
Don't forget I since it's a crit with a
Oh,
piercing.
you rolled additional dice. Yeah,
I saw piercing, it's slashing because you're using a hand axe, I'm imagining.
that's true. So Piercer wouldn't go off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I stabbed
yeah.
him with an axe.
No.
But wait,
How?
he does have a sneak attack. That's go
true.
off.
Sneak attack does
Oh.
proc.
Fucking
See, that's
goddammit.
Another 2.
That's true. And with his 1 hit point, the sneak attack kills off the werewolf. I did not consider that.
Sneak attack with a hand axe.
Bang gives Lupus a nod, and then we kind of bang the blades of the axes together. I'm
Quick
actively looking
axes,
towards
yeah.
another werewolf.
Looking at the other werewolf dying, The other werewolves actually snarl something. Grimthod, you can hear them. They say to one another, "No, an immortal died. Impossible. We're untouched by weapons of civilization. Flee, flee!" And they start running away like cowards, dashing away from Grimthod.
Are they disengaging or dashing?
Dashing.
Alright, Grimthod is going to pull out Breath of Frostguard and make an attack of opportunity with it.
Oh, Borealis blade.
Yep, because Borealis gave Grimthod, on
A
his
silver-
death, a silvered greatsword.
Yeah.
Wowza.
Stunning.
Yep, that's all full damage there.
On this boy.
The werewolf gets slashed. Do you have the sentinel feet?
No, I do not.
Then they continue running. They are not sticking around to find what's happening. As they run, their example will be followed by these werewolves who witness the event and move away from Kiki.
Do you have Warcaster?
No.
I thought they
Aw.
just.
I do.
This
Doesn't
one's gonna move
matter.
away from Nugget.
Nugget's gonna sting reaction attack.
Get him, Nugget.
Sting.
Nuggets
Oh
is
man,
your
it misses.
It hits. Oh no, it misses with a 10. The werewolves look around and dash away. Woo!
Dash away, dash away, dash away, all.
We're
I know this-
finished. Run! Oh, this one has like so shit hit points. He's gonna try and move away from Pebble.
Well, hang on, isn't that
That
one
one's
grappled?
grappled.
Oh, that one
try to
looks up
escape.
to. Yeah, he's gonna try to escape. Actually,
I
Funny
believe you,
if it
buddy.
does.
no.
Do it.
No.
Oh! Struggle and
Yeah, it's
cry.
just whining, trying to get out. Blue regains hit points at the start of his turn.
Uh-huh.
Stands up.
That's manageable.
Oh, sorry.
Ah!
He's
I am
going to
blue
turn. He's gonna turn to Kiki because Kiki, you just burned him a lot.
Yep. What are you
Okay,
going to do
fine.
now? Your pack is gone.
New pack, and tries to bite you.
I'm gonna
Oh,
impose
no.
disadvantage.
That's then 11 to hit.
Don't. I mean, it's fine. It's
Okay,
fine.
maybe not on that one
It's
then.
fine. It's fine. It's
No, no,
fine.
no. Because he has normally advantage, but if you impose disadvantage, that makes it an
Oh, it's
11.
Yeah, it's straight, so might as well just do it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
God damn it.
Stop touching my wife. This is
About
why I
that,
took
he-
protection.
About that. Claw attack, claw attack.
28 hits.
Swipe, you're knocked prone.
Ow.
Well, you have to do a
Uh,
string save.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh yeah, of course,
What is
this
it?
is 17.
Also,
Yeah,
Jason,
I'll
you again?
probably.
Am I what now? Oh no, I'm poking at something on my character sheet,
cool.
try to make it a
Yeah,
great
I'm-
You're knocked prone. As this happens, Blue convulges and looks up to the moon, to the sky, and as he howls, the clouds part to reveal a half moon that quickly is filled to a full moon as a bloody sky emanates from the surrounding region. As he's gonna use Howl of the Blood Moon.
That is not your
Uh,
domain to fuck
Ashfall, you need to make a DC 22 Constitution saving throw or transform against your will.
with. Oh shit.
Oh god.
Do you want to chaotically succeed or do you want to go?
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I think you can roll and see.
I mean, yeah, you can roll and then choose.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, nope.
No.
Freed from the bounds of fate. There
The
you go.
throes of chaos quickly wrench you free from a rapidly aggressive transformation that almost takes place. As this happens, Blue howls, and you hear the howl joined by multiple howls in the forest as multiple other people are transformed against their will. However, they are not here. He is alone. Grimthod, it's your turn.
Alright. So, as I say, Grimthod has pulled out the the Breath of Frostguard. Let's see now. Movement-wise, I am quite the distance away. I'm going to try. Let's see now. Just check distance here. Doop 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 doop. 40 feet of movement. I'd be able to get up to there. You know what? I feel like it's worth it now. Gonna burn another. Gonna burn another dimension door.
Oh boy.
And drop myself just on top of Blue.
I mean, you could
Yes!
also, dash 280 feet, but yeah.
Oh, you're on top of Blue. Alright.
Yes!
Or,
But that's also really funny.
Oh, hi, Grimthod.
And coming down, I'm going to stab into his back with my bonus action with the booming blade. Do.
70 you wave a Grimthod as Grimthod like grits his teeth and slams the great sword down as the thunderous energy booms from it.
So let's see now. Just gonna mark on my booming blade for my damage. In case he tries to do that dash move again, he'll be taking that extra damage, so that'll be nice. And we're gonna just go in with the Blade of Borealis, and we're gonna give him a good old stay. Just give him a little bit of a stay. Let's see how he takes this.
A nice save.
Just a 24 hit him. Just 24 hit him. Just get hit by 24.
Yes, it does.
He takes 46 points of damage.
Oh, God, yeah.
Wolf! As Grimthod drives the blade down through his back, like blood splattering down onto the ground as it peeks out the other side.
Indeed it does. Blue squeamishly huffs and puffs with intense labor as the blade sticks out from the other side, his stitch wound not resealing.
And that's Grim.
Stephanie, it's your turn.
Grimthod, do you think you could handle being hit by lightning?
Go for it, I'm fine!
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna start with my spiritual weapon. I'm gonna start with my bonus action spiritual weapon to hit. Does a 26 hit.
That it does.
So that's 11 first. I'm gonna crit fish, just in case.
Yeah.
No. So
Fair, but no.
11 force damage.
11 force. Ooh,
And then-
he's looking real bad.
I'm gonna zap him twice.
18
28.
hits. Yes. 28 hits.
It's a plus
absolutely.
10. So this
Yes.
will be with my blessed strike. So 11.
Okay, you have one more.
Because it's advantage. A 21? Because I'm flanking him. Does a 21
That
hit?
hits. That hits, yeah.
Okay. So another 11.
11.
Dead.
With 1 HP.
Persephone, describe to me how Blue perishes.
Oh, he's a little bit distracted. There's a lot of chaos going on in this moment. And I was very upset that he hurt my wife. So I think what I do is I take my gun and I insert it into the hole that did not heal. And I just pull the trigger in quick succession. So his insides are a little bit cooked by lightning.
As the sound of a booming blade reverberates throughout Blue's body as the thunderous energy ripples, not only from the outside, from the inside, organs slammed against one another as the blade makes its way through the flesh. And as it appears from the other side, Grimthod lifts his arms and the blade dislodges from his back. Persephone, without skipping a beat, you slide downwards and face to face with the werewolf, you slum the gun right up to the wound and a little bit in as you pull the trigger. Poof, a crackle of lightning grip that you see fire from the back of the wound, and you have to lean back as the electricity carves through the inside of the skeleton of the werewolf, destroying the pectoral muscles as you have sliced through them, creating a rivulet of lightning energy that cleanly cleaves through the werewolf's forward and backward side. The second strike causes the flesh to completely tear itself apart. Half the torso of the werewolf is blasted open as the bone exposes itself. and Blue's eyes lose coloration as he drops into the ground and moving.
Don't touch my wife. And then I take the gun out and like clean it a bit.
Why? You got to explain that one. Why?
Do I have to explain?
No,
Do I have
Lupus. Lupus, why?
No.
Lang no. The tree thing.
Yeah, he warped 500 feet away.
Yeah.
Do you have 200 feet of vision?
We also don't know which direction it went because trees right.
Yep.
To be fair, y'all can scry. Because here's the thing, I have 160 foot of movement and 120 foot range of vision.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
inform you
There's a
something
good
about
chance I could find him.
what the fuck.
What?
He's a diva!
That was weird. So I'm gonna inform you on something. The Maligno cannot be scryed upon.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Okay.
That makes
Any
sense. He's very powerful.
any divination attempt to divulge its location automatically fails. In addition, Novi, you have received what I sent you?
Mhm.
Cool. That's it.
In
Question.
addition,
Could I
Is
hunt
there-
him down currently?
You can leave immediately if you want.
Given the time?
I mean, I
Might as
can
well.
go. I can help go there. Well, yeah, that's why I want to go on the back.
Well, choose a different direction then.
I'm
you're
gonna clean
fine
up
on
the
your
werewolves
way.
that are running away.
No, they want to find them, you know.
Milligan.
My apologies. Do you want to kill this one out of curiosity? Just
Can we?
I actually
What Pebble's
don't, so we can
holding?
reverse it.
Yeah, we put him on.
That's
keeps
also
like-
fair.
yeah, he keeps like biting Pebble. Just
I mean,
Can't actually do anything.
they're animals. Like they're eating this thing.
all right.
God.
The werewolf
Uh-huh.
cries out in horror as it is being devoured.
So,
Nature's
Damn,
gonna
nature, you
nature.
scary.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love the rock scorpions so much. I'm so glad we didn't kill any of them.
Grimthought's gonna kind of look to Kiki and Persephone and be like, "Hey, is it just me, or is it weird that that tree thing turned up again, with another one of Tiefengout's brothers?"
yeah, well, considering everything we've heard, I think this is Blue.
Yeah.
Oh. Terribly sorry, Coda.
Am I still there or am I not off looking
You
for
are
it?
flying away.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I
Yeah, you are
understand.
there.
Should
I
we?
cast sending. Coda, what do you want us to do with your brother?
It's silent.
Should we?
You can respond to this message.
Should we revive him? Should we heal him?
I think if he doesn't know, let's just
I think
I,
hold on to him for now.
I think he does know. That's why. Wasn't he the one that brought us here?
Also, should I ask, is it still night?
Looking up, no. It begins to slowly clear once again to daytime, but really slowly.
Oh yeah, one thing is
Ah.
this thing lights slowly dimming when it's during daytime.
I think
Is this thing doing what?
is this thing, I think.
The
slowly
one in the
dimming.
middle.
Oh, it is starting. It is dying down quickly. Yes.
Okay.
I think anyone that looks at Van will notice that he is visibly smaller than when this encounter
Actually-
took place.
Oh,
Question, what is your strength score at the moment?
oh God.
16. It was
Okay,
20.
you just have enough to actually use your armor.
I can greater restoration right off the bat. I never unprepared it. And I still have a bunch of diamond dust on my person, aside from what I gave. So we'll greater restore you right off the bat.
Yeah, cool. Do we need to do that on Ashfall as well?
And we can bring him to the resort and have him fixed up there.
Depends what Ashfall wants. Oh, I deleted my own token and not my spiritual weapon. I'm so sorry.
No, your token is right there.
You're still
We'll
there.
see.
Ashfall, can you give me a quick history check?
Sure. I'm very good at these.
That's not too bad.
I'm gonna send you something.
How
Oh,
horrifying.
This is information that I want you to have on a good roll, so here you go.
So, well, I don't know for 100% that this is, blue. Like, Kiki just makes an educated guess. But also because she saw that the other werewolves, they were, like, not here. So, could I, like, try to see if there was something magically wrong with them? Like, were they under a spell?
Make a Arcana or Nature check, your choice.
I will go with Arcana, and I will just checking up on the corpses to see what the fuck's up with that. 26.
26 Arcana. There are definitely some strains of magic. Strains that are quickly perishing. As looking at the rest of the corpses, you will deduce over the span of like a couple of minutes that they were tied magically to the larger werewolf in some capacity. The chaotic energies that riffle through their bodies are dull and dying, so good roll. You will recognize that they are in fact tied to the werewolf, and the moment that the big werewolf died, now is the time where the dull ties perished with it. Otherwise, it would appear they would remain.
Right. But I can't really seem to see, like, what the fuck was up with the big werewolf.
The big werewolf appears to be... give me a history check.
Okay. 24.
24. You recognize this strain of lycanthropy. They're more virulent than the common werewolf. This is a loup-garou. Aside from being deadlier than their common werewolf cousins, a loup-garou aggressively spreads the plague of lycanthropy. Only through its death might those afflicted by it escape their curse. Otherwise they can't. It is now impossible to free a werewolf from its lycanthropy so long as the loup-garou exists.
But does it automatically mean that they go mad?
Well, for what matters, the loup-garou from what you remember from the tales, the loup-garou has absolute control over those it infects with lycanthropy from its own bite. It is also easy to understand that whatever this loup-garou performed was not natural. Most werewolves have ways of controlling their pack, but this one was able to change the course of the moon. Maybe regionally and temporarily, but even so, managed to perform the feat all the same. Some powerful fey magic is at work here, and you can guess from what entity it derived. In addition, with those high rolls, with Arcana of that high, you will also notice something strange starting to happen as the ground beneath the loup-garou seems to shift for a few moments. You have only seen this a couple of other times in very specific situations.
Oh.
As you notice, bits of metal quickly rise up from the ground as a dimensional portal rips open to grab Blue.
No! And I tried to, like, hold it, but Krypton, help me!
Oh, shit! Grimthod will attempt to rage and, drag the body free.
Alright, both of you give me
Oh my god.
strength saving throws as you grab the body.
Cool.
Go.
Oh, that's a 19!
What
Let's
the
say
fuck?
It is a saving throw.
It is.
That is a 28. Oh,
Alright,
sorry,
give me a
this is
moment.
still in a minute. I will add an additional 1d6 because of Mark of the Undaunted.
Alright.
So
Oh,
that
that's
is a
absolutely...
32. That's a 34.
You pass the DC 25
Woo!
requirement as the DC was 25. You have rolled a combined total of 26.5. fuck.
Keep your dragon me down.
What it go?
One moment.
You spit it out.
Coda,
I
I
gotta
will-
start casting ceremony on this body ASAP. I don't want that to happen again.
yeah,
It takes
so
an hour to do.
you might not
Okay.
want to do that,
Oh,
because go back to where you were.
okay.
Oh.
Coda,
Mhm.
how far away are you at this point? You started flying with speed?
Well, he's been flying
yeah.
around for a couple minutes, so
Oh.
that's like
Oh,
20
you're
turns.
just gone. Alright. Give me an investigation or survival check from your position. Perception will not cut it. The Maligno is practically, literally fleeing by teleportation.
Okay.
This is an impossible check to try and track it.
Come on, not 20.
That is a thing.
Come
survival?
on, roll 20.
Yes.
All right.
Nah.
Oof.
Do you want to use inspiration?
I'm gonna use some. Can I use an inspiration here?
We do have 2 group inspiration. Do you want to use one?
Do what
I'd
you
say-
gotta do, bud.
I'd say fuck it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
the group inspirations just hate us.
Well, the dice are telling a story, and they really do not want you to
They
find the Maligno.
really do
Right?
not. Unless y'all want me to roll the third. Maybe it's a third time deep, baby.
Jesus.
You wanna?
Wanna use both?
Okay, go for it.
I'd say go for it.
Mm,
What
My
is
god.
this? No, that's a +9, mind you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mind
no,
you, that's a
just-
+9.
That's 225. Just Dice said
Yep.
no. Dice
Yep,
said
yep,
no.
yep.
We
Alright.
made our decision.
Nope.
That is a
So-
little bit important.
That's
Because
even
you
with
are not gonna-
blindside. Oh wow.
Yeah, no.
That is important because that means that you're not going to be able to come back at all to this.
Okay.
You grab the body and drag it. The claws that hold it manage to do so only for a brief moment before they let go with a whiplash and they retract back to the portal. For a few brief moments, mere seconds, there is silence. Absolute silence. Before Gripthod, you can you smell rain.
Hmm?
From the sky above you, it is daytime. And as it was slowly turning to nighttime as the sun descended, it becomes brighter. A bit too bright. As a swath of lights boom, 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 descend all around you.
Oh, great.
Familiar
Here we go again.
lights descend all around you
Here
as
we go.
from them step out the servants of the tournament. Familiar forms emerge all around. Ready
This
to
round 5,
fight.
motherfuckers. Let's go.
The Gearhulk, as it emerges from the light, screeches in a metallic tone as behind it the Warforged continue their entry. Everyone roll initiative, needless to say.
Yep, makes
Did
sense.
This is exactly.
That's better.
that-
Werewolves,
Look at
who
those.
gives a fuck? Give me these guys.
Oh, crit! Nice.
Mine's kind of not great. That's okay.
I mean, it's sometimes good for clerics to not go first, you know?
Yeah, that's very true.
Gives you more to do on your turn.
Yeah.
Lay of the
I got
land.
reactions.
Things that descend, this thing,
Oh, not
Ah,
that thing.
backline,
Yeah, that needs to die.
which will immediately, of course, do its thing of call reinforcements on its turn.
If it get, hey, I'm number 27.
It gets a
Oh,
turn.
let's go! I still have my crown of stars! It's up to an hour! Fuck yeah!
Pair of Warforged of the tournament emerge from the light.
That's new art, right?
Yes.
No, that's one we had before, I think.
Really? No, I think we had an older
I
version.
haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that.
From the sky, bladed harbingers
Oh my
emerge 20 feet up on the ground.
Where is our air support?
You don't have it, but they do.
You can fly.
For a bit.
And a Soul Charged Gear Hulk, the very same that you have stopped as a weapon that the tournament was moving. Back in Ashington.
But we have fought against. In Magiana. It's all coming together.
So it occurs that both our fighters have used their action surge.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But the thing is, we're both above 20 in the chain.
True.
You actually go for it. Let's
One
go.
channel divinity. So.
Oh,
I'm excited.
actually, I can use it twice before arrest now.
Oh shit! Alright, never mind.
High level fighters. Let's go.
One
Alright,
moment.
well, Lupus, you have the opportunity to do your assassin shit this time.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna use a. How much movement is that technically? Let me.
There. 30?
Gonna use half my movement. Where I can see that teeny little bastard.
Going straight for the observer, fair.
Yeah. We've got Big Daddy double damage up first. Man.
You see Lupus with a face of someone that's just tired of looking at them. Does that hit?
That does hit, taking double damage for 30.
Don't forget your.
Let me roll.
Oh my god!
24 additional damage.
Oh, it's by 1. Are you kidding me? Damn.
Well, might as well finish it off.
Yeah.
They have 65 life.
Good to know. Good to
And
know.
now it has 0.
Yeah, it's very dead as Lupus runs around, fires a couple of shots. And the observer, just as it was about to broadcast the signal, perishes on the ground.
Alright,
Now
one more
aiming
shot.
at the other shot at the Arcanist.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that one. The god.
Yep. Fire away. That is 11 points of damage.
Don't forget assassination still on.
Double to
22.
yes,
I know this is
yeah.
gonna.
popping off.
If I use my movement, I can reach him and use my bonus action for Green Flame Blade.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on, wasn't it 30 feet to get to there?
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
has he got a boon that gives him a shit ton of
Doubles his
movement
move
speed.
speed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait a
God
second.
damn.
Didn't you also get high magic?
No, I only got the one that let me cast third and under action spells for bonus action.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alright, might as well go for it then, yeah. Get in while you can.
This one.
I think that's something magical. I can't remember what it was. It's like it was something really nice.
Oh, green Everybody, well, yeah. Time to bring it back. Now this from the
Wait.
cracks of the blade. Oh yeah, and the extra damage would go on the Ghost.
Because
Of
why
course,
not?
of course.
Hang on, at this level, shouldn't that be higher?
Does it go up even though I'm not a mage?
I think it just goes up with your character level. It's just when
Yeah.
you're at level X, so it should
Oh,
be
so-
level 17 version of it.
So how much is it then?
Does anyone have Green Flame Blade to hand?
I mean, they usually just increase, like, with an additional dice.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that
but it
would
might be
be
like
an
what-
additional 3d8. Oh, so roll 3d8
I
and
was
you
gonna-
stack that to the total.
Ah,
My
okay.
wizard just got it. So I was gonna, like, really quickly check it out, but y'all got it.
Three,
And then I believe it
it's-
jumps to a target within 5 feet.
Yeah,
Is the deal with Briefly Blade?
I'm gonna put it on the giant.
Sure, the Soul Charge. Gearhulk takes a little bit of fire that it resists.
Keep in mind all that's going to get doubled because it's still first turn.
Sure, it resists, so that's normal.
Yay, its health bar moved! Let's go.
Yeah, so it's
Let's
yeah, it's
go.
Yeah, it's 38 to both the first person and then the second target.
Yep, and that's doubled, so yeah, wow.
Well, if only
That's a good first turn.
You literally see Lupus draws the sword like it goes. You know how the sound of a gun because of flame going through a tube? That fast. That.
The magical energy fires from your blade as it burns away the Arcanist. The Gearhulk notices you. However, the Harbingers are a bit more focused on everything else around them. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't move.
Very well.
Fair. Done.
You can actually flank the Gearhulk.
Van, it's your turn.
I could flank the Gearhulk. I was thinking about plopping myself in between those arcades.
That's fair. It's also a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you got the movement first?
Cannot understand a word you're saying.
Is that better? Or
Yes,
what?
yes.
There we go.
I use my cape, fly up and dive on one of them, and then
Oh, yeah, true.
roll into the other one.
Very well.
Yeah.
I think it's what
Usually
I'll
one of them is pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks
Fly
for
up
blowing up
over.
on Arc.
You can't go there, though.
But you could go to the spot like here.
Yeah.
On top
Yeah,
of the
just
dead
down one.
observer.
There you go. All the circle tokens.
Yep.
Landing
Well, I'll
directly where the observer was, yeah.
Yeah, I will
Stomp
take
on his body.
the wounded one first. For 20, does that hit?
That's the hit. Now let's double check. That is gonna be a hit.
Alright, 16 slashing.
$16 slashing. Yeah, vanishes.
Alright, I turn around and start attacking the other one.
21 hits for 17, and an additional 21 to hit for 17. Wow, very consistent.
We're getting action surge, bud.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
If we can minimize those casters.
Yeah, right.
27 for another 11, 22 for another 9,
Come on, crit, son of a bitch.
and 25 for 12.
Oh, it's just alive. It's gonna get one turn.
Wait, do you have a bonus action?
I do.
I mean, you could action surge.
I
You already did.
Yeah, I used my second one. I don't think I have any bonus actions that do damage, though.
Could hand axe.
Can,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're already wielding a two-handed
Two-handed
greatsword.
weapon.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just used all of my attacks anyway.
You can bite it.
Can I spit on it and see if that's enough?
Give
mean,
me
he's-
a give me a constitution check. On the crit, you'll deal damage.
I mean, he's doused in holy water, so maybe that'll do
Amazing.
something.
That's true.
I think these are.
No. Only a 25.
25, you spit. The Arcanist takes 1 point of radiant damage from the holy water as you spit on it.
Yay!
Still,
That's my turn, I guess.
Comes a little wider in response. That Iron Arcanist is dead. The Warforged Harbinger shit, lots of people start dying quick.
Good.
Assesses the situation around them. First things first, we're gonna deal with the people who are brave. It looks down at Grimthought, Persephone, and Kiki and extends a hand. And from its mouth compactor, you hear a voice echo out. You have gone against the will of the tournament. Be afraid of its repercussions. It's going to cast fear.
Okie dokie.
Okay. What do I have to do?
Those within... so, Grimthought, Kiki, and Persephone will make wisdom saving throws.
I was making
Is the
sure
DC
I-
actually...
Oh,
Is the
sorry,
DC
not
actually
with advantage.
13?
Let me double check.
Does Grimthought
It says
have
13 on the
this?
It is.
spell. I just...
It is.
Okay.
Okay. Does Grimthought have
Dirty
this
20.
thing?
Succeeds.
Active?
I would say it's probably been more than a minute. The spell, like the Mark of the Undaunted, is only up for a minute, so I imagine it's going to this game.
No, I was thinking about
Yes.
your weapon, but yeah.
Oh yeah, the
However-
thing that les- that's okay.
No, however, yeah, you all succeed.
Oh, really? I didn't have advantage. That was 11 for me.
Oh, you're 11? You fail, you're frightened.
Cool. Must take.
While
dash
frightened,
action.
you must take the dash action in your turn and move away as fast as possible.
Cool. All right.
Is it
Which
a
is
specific
now.
subclass that when they rage, they get rid of fear effects, or is it all barbarians?
That's Berserker.
Thank you.
Yep.
Question:
Yep.
Is it immediately take the dash action?
Well, it doesn't say, but I believe it does mean that you must use your
Okay.
action to flee.
Well, the thing is, I will use my action to flee, but can I use my bonus action to activate my rune on my Great Club that it makes me immune to fear?
Interesting. Make a wisdom saving throw again, or against the same DC.
Okay.
I'll say.
Wisdom.
You managed to suppress your fear long enough to use your weapon, so you use your bonus action first.
Okay, bonus action I will use to activate the rune, so everybody within 20 feet of Grimthought is immune to frighten. Now, do I still have to use my action to dash? Then, or
No, you're no longer frightened.
okay, can't bonus action rage because obviously.
Can Dan
although
reach his
actually,
hand
can
out and get the fear thing?
You did rage.
I raged in order to try and pull through the
Yeah.
portals. Yeah, actually, that would still be up because
Yeah.
Relentless Rage. All right. In that case, with everything that I've got there, still raging, Grimthought is going to charge down on the Gearhulk. Actually, that's a fair few charges before the Arcane Scale turns. He'll probably die before then. But yeah, I'll charge down the Gearhulk and try and draw his aggro. So, going in for 2 attacks with Spanker.
The Gear Hulk points at Grimthought. I am aggravated.
It takes some aggravated damage. I'm not gonna bother Great Weapon Mastering. I know this thing's AC is ridiculous. Thank
You
you.
can say that.
That's a
No
crit.
reason.
That hits. That does hit. Regardless of probability, that does hit. Takes half fire damage. Your weapon is Spanker. What rarity
Yes.
is it?
It is a +2. It is gonna get resistance to this.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes, it will.
Second attack. 31.
That also hits.
So
I'm just
that
gonna
will
mass
be
damage.
10 damage total. With the halved.
7
half
times. Yeah, so 28 damage, yeah. Flat.
This is why I was like,
Okay.
I really would like to get my hands on a legendary weapon because this guy is going to be a problem in the tournament. Anyway, that is Grimthought's turn.
On the initiative round fucking 20,
Fuck.
from the stone, a light emerges, and from
What?
it, the form of a creature begins to apparate. The leaf and grass around it swirls in a pattern. Stomping out is the form of a massive, mastodon-styled guardian of nature that tramples forward, and you hear it beckon. These are safe woods! Be gone! Coda, you have control of the Ancient Guardian.
Yay!
Oh, neat.
So that you have something
wait.
to do as well.
What up, Greg?
Oh, okay. I want to say, here's the question: Is Coda have control or
Novi, you have control of the Ancient
Novi.
Guardian.
Alright, yeah.
The stat block is in roll 20.
Yep,
If you search
I
up the Ancient Guardian, you will find it.
I have everything open at the moment. So, there it is.
Yeah.
Found it. I had to look for the only green thing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You know what elephants like to do? They like to throw rocks at things. Dear God, yeah, actually, I'm joking about that, but damn, that's his. Oh, that's 2 slam attacks though. Oh. All right, well, we will do 2 slam attacks against this guy.
Very well.
That-
Okay, you're rolling in GM mode
Yeah,
again.
my bad.
Yeah,
There we go. There's 18. I don't know if that hits. And then 17. Wow.
Both attacks miss as the... Well, technically, you do have flanking from Van, if Van considers the Guardian an ally.
Just this once.
Wait, if it's not attacking him, it's not his enemy.
Is it an ally? I mean,
That-
I guess they helped push the Maligno out, so yeah, I guess.
Like, the Guardian knows who these people are. They pushed out the Maligno, so it is your ally. If you're
Yeah.
it, that's on you.
I am.
I think-
I don't care if anybody else is.
Give me Nature Megazord. Give me Nature Megazord.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that'd be neat. Alright,
so,
then I
with
guess we'll make
advantage.
this at 28. Wow.
Yeah, that hits.
It's 27. Where was that at, like, 5 rolls ago?
The Guardian is a higher challenge rating than the Gear Hulk can protect against. Takes the damage.
Oh, shit! That's good to know!
Oh, so it's also
Correct.
based on challenge rating. Huh.
Oh!
Either by
That's
very rare,
nifty.
or if you have a high enough challenge rating as a creature that does not use
Stateshift
magical
is
weapons.
gonna be nasty. Well, if you were getting more swarmed, I would do the other. Oh, this thing, I didn't scroll down. This thing has spells. What the fuck? I'm done. That's my turn. But what?
Yeah, it's a Guardian of Nature, baby.
I'm just he's just there for like 2 seconds, like processing what's happening, and then goes, okay. If I know they have like magic resistance. I'm pretty sure they also have. What do I do? I think they're resistant to all of my shit, but one Arcanist is really low, so like. Let's start with giving him my bonus action, Crown of Stars, because yeah, why not?
Yep, why not?
31.
31 to hit.
Melt.
Takes 33 radiant damage. Are you resistant to this?
I mean, I think he's still gonna
Fuck!
die.
He is not.
I think
I
you
think
can still die
it
with
dies.
13 or like 16 points of radiant damage.
No, that is 33 points of radiant fall. Ow.
So I will say I aimed at the Arcanist.
Oh! Sorry. Well, I'll just fully heal. I'll happily fully heal my golem to kill
Yeah.
off an Arcanist.
No, I was like, that's so nice, but no, like I did say I hit the Arcanist. Yes, yeah, I did say that.
The Arcanist dies with a thumbs up to his comrades.
Oh, poor thing.
These guys appear to die.
Yeah, the Arcanist was kind of my problem. Hey, so me using my bonus action for my Crown of Stars, does it count as casting a spell?
Nope.
Nope, just using the spells. Ability.
Cool. I'm gonna then use my action to cast Psychic Scream.
Really?
Everything.
I cast-
Give me them all. Give.
I cast Existential Crisis.
Magic resistance, baby. Let's go. Protect them. Is it any creature within range? Let's see the description real quick.
Yep, I can hit any.
Up to of your choice. God damn it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Also,
It's-
Are these boys,
Intelligence save.
Are these boys resistant to psychic damage at all?
I don't know.
They are. What the fuck? They are not.
Fuck you! And your tournament. This will be good
Jim.
times.
Don't you know psychics bend metal spoons?
Yeah.
Harbinger, go. Magic resistance as well. But
Psychic-
it doesn't matter.
Psychic spin metal spoons.
Nope,
Steel type
nope,
should be
nope,
weak
nope,
to psychic type. In my TED talk.
Wow. They take full psychic, eh?
And they're
Oh, no.
all stunned. Oh, poor them. Oh, boo-hoo.
Wow.
Wow.
This will come bite me in the ass later, but I do not care.
Done. You're in the repairs, but for now you're stunned. There we go.
Alright. Now Yukiki, I think that's a pretty good first turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay next to the Edu's body if something happens.
Good call.
You mean blue?
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
but blue,
that's-
not Edu.
I think that's Pathfinder, the spell I'm thinking of. Is one that does psychic damage, and if you die from it, your head explodes. And
Oh, no,
then
this-
people around that takes damage from the shrapnel.
Yeah, no, in this one they also explode, but yeah, they don't take shrapnel damage. Unfortunately.
Alright,
Sounds
Adam,
like-
Ventura.
Alright. Let's
It's
move
not
a
looking
little.
so hot for them.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30.
Let's try and pull this one down a bit. We'll cast Thorn Whip on the Warforged. Actually, is it in range? I don't think it is
One
in
moment, I
range.
need to double check something
Would
for
it-
stun.
Would it actually, yeah, fall off the sky? I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
does.
let me double check.
Well, for a start, it's out of range. I thought it was longer, but
Incapacitated. Is incapacitated dropping your movement completely. It can't take actions or reactions, automatically fails. Attack
there's-
against creature of advantage.
I mean, they're stunned, not
And-
incapacitated.
yeah. They're incapacitated, but incapacitated just takes care of actions or reactions. Let me double check.
No, Jen, they're stunned.
Yeah, no, stunned
Stunned
is
gives you
also
the
incapacitated.
Oh,
I think the only thing they can't move. It due
That's
to
actions or
condition of stun.
reactions. Can't move, yeah.
Yeah. I
It
don't
is
know if
stunned
that
while flying. It
loses their
falls.
flight. Okay.
yeah, there we
Okay.
go.
So, fall damage.
Whee!
Collapses into the ground like pancakes.
I cast kick him when he's down.
At 9th level.
Yeah,
And since they are stunned, they are automatically also knocked prone.
Man, Blight is also 30 feet? Alright, I guess we're just guiding bolting again. Do we have... Yeah, we'll cast it to 2 as well. So,
We'll take some damage from falling. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
so normal, guiding bolt. 16.
At which one?
The one, this one before.
They are prone, and that's a ranged attack.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
Funnily enough.
I mean,
Yeah, alright. 16 hits.
oh good. Level 2, Schmidt.
That's one down.
21. Oh, good.
Yay!
Upcasting was the
exact.
right choice.
Just exactly. Let's go.
No bonus actions. No reactions yet. Oh, I should have done that. Oh well, we'll do that next time. I'm assuming I get it next time.
Here.
For now, what's a good burrow icon? I don't know. For now, the scorpions are gonna burrow, and they're gonna move in a little.
I have to make a
10,
borrow action.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Mm-hmm.
And that should mean you can move
Well,
there. Pebble.
Yeah, we'll use this for borrow, I suppose. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty good. And that'll be me!
Gearhulk is stunned. Its gears shift and shake, but they cannot move.
Ha! Metal Gear.
If you all would have just waited till we got to the tournament, we wouldn't be in this mess, but no.
Sparks fly off of the side of its face.
Save. Oh
19.
Nope. Nope.
Close.
I don't think he can even get free on a crit, can it?
Oh, the crit it can. From
Yeah, but that's the
way
only
the crit
thing.
scores.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's the only thing you can get away with. Oh yeah, Warforged Towerbringer is gonna be like.
I am so happy with my decisions.
Yep. Nope.
So happy.
Oh, why do you have a second initiative there, Guardian? There we go. Persephone,
It's me?
it's you.
It's you.
So they're made of metal, right?
That they are.
Cool, I have advantage on my attacks. Um,
'Cause
So-
I hate that.
because I'm using my lightning gun, and I read the sheet. I was supposed to also be rolling d10s, apparently, not d8s, according to like the handout. So, oops, my bad.
So then for your Blessed Strike, it's 2d10 plus 1d8.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and it's a +10 to both of these. Does a 25 hit?
That sure does.
This guy, this big ancient guardian motherfucker.
Yeah, this big ancient guard motherfucker. Yeah.
So he takes 12 lightning damage and 6, so 18 damage total, but 6 radiant.
How rare is? Oh wait, lightning, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
not resistant to lightning.
sure isn't, bud. My voice is like cracking. Can you hear out how giddy I am using my my lightning gun? Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So that's 8 damage on the second one.
Yeah, the Guardian takes 8 lightning damage.
Bonus
Another-
action, Shield of Faith on my wife. So you get a +2 to your AC for the duration.
Whoa.
A shield
And
of
that's me.
radiant energy forms around
I'm not moving
you.
anywhere. That's where I'm staying.
One moment.
Jen made the big metal monsters not immune to lightning, and I'm happy because that's what my weapons do. That's what my gun does, and that's what my sickle does because of the dragon. The dragons we got.
Yep.
I'm gonna be
Ah.
the tournament's worst fucking nightmare.
Well, Lupus, it's your turn.
One thing, can I see its cannon, right?
The cannon's
You
chest,
sh-
yeah.
Well, it's currently facing Grimthought, but you can turn around and find it, yeah.
I'm gonna go where Grimthought is and just... You know when you put something extremely close just because you don't want to miss?
Sure.
Literally,
Just
Put
fire
it in the-
point blank.
put it in the cannon and like... Oh yeah, is it advantage or not?
It is at advantage. Unfortunately, the stun condition is in effect.
Alright, right. Just...
Yeah, attack rolls have advantage against it, of course.
Let's go...
You are all
gonna miss
so
this.
welcome.
Thank you.
Psychic Scream is a good ass spell.
That definitely will hit for 18 damage.
And the
How
shield-
rare is your? Oh, sorry, what rare is your weapon?
It's +1 adamantine gun.
Okay, yeah, that's halved.
Don't forget your snack.
Neck. Also half.
4 D6.
26, you roll 2d4.
There we go.
Alright, that's.
One.
Okay, that's 1 more damage.
Yep, there's a crit.
That is a crit. Still halved for all of it.
Well, then 1 extra damage.
1 damage and 1 damage.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I am so tempted to put the fucking Benny Hill music track. Just
And I'm shooting it through the opening of the cannon to make it more funny.
An out hole, not an in hole.
the Gear Hulk barely flinches as you fire the gun into the mechanical contraption of the cannon.
What a bonus action green flame blade, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go soon. Now I'm gonna stab the blade into the goddamn cannon.
It's
What the fuck?
3 crits! Also, ow!
How would that go? How would it react with a flaming sword going through the cannon?
5, 1, there we go. As the flame blade strikes the cannon, a heavy sound of ching is audible. However, the Gear Hulk still manages to remain relatively well standing despite how much structural damage it has taken.
One thing, is the sword stuck in something, or?
Not really. You can just cleave through it and make sure you don't stick your sword too hard into the cannon so that you don't break your own sword accidentally.
I mean, it's already have cracks, so... Well, that's as much as I can do right now. I'm just gonna take a whole circle around. Yes. Here.
Very well.
You're just Naruto running around this guy.
Yeah.
Not to hit it. You specifically stopped running to hit it multiple times and then continue running. Great. Van, it's your turn.
I'm going to pivot around. This Harbinger's on the ground, right?
Very much so, and stunned. Like, it is
Yeah.
shaking in place.
Well, I'm going to put him out of his misery.
Wise decision.
That's
Yes.
That will do it. Immediately just puts him out of his misery.
Well then.
Now we have to...
attention on his large friend.
Yep, and you still have advantage.
That's another crit.
Oh my
Another-
god! What is going on?
So, are we ready for the tournament yet? That's the question we need to ask ourselves in this
I
moment.
mean,
of
the
fighting
only
the
thing, I
tournament
think I need this guy's score just to upgrade my gun into a fucking +2.
Well, I know from experience, +2 ain't enough. You need a +3 to take these bastards down.
Yeah, and also I don't know if there is anyone who can do that for you.
No, unfortunately
I
not.
can try it myself with the people in the guild.
Ignore that last one. I accidentally clicked on it.
Oh, okay, alright. Trigger happy, got it.
Equalizer is a +3 weapon, though.
It is. so it's
Indeed,
doing
he
full.
took full damage from all of those attacks. Great! As you slash and hack through the outer casing of this behemoth, your blade manages to create quite the good breaks in the armor. The Gear Hulk looks like it's about to topple over at any moment.
Nice. As Van rolls in, it's one of his favorite orcish war chants.
Okay! As you start chanting, Gurm thought you were reminded of your homeland.
Yo,
Oh.
Ombare.
For some reason that's not procking. Hang on. Sorry, I think there's something funky with the character sheet. Give me 1 second. Where are you? There we go. And we're gonna do that here. Here we go. Da-da. There we go. Grimthought Psychic Glance. 5th level. In save.
Yeah, alright. Intelligence saving throw coming your way. Please don't crit it. Yeah, okay.
Grimthought just looks down at the thing and focuses all of his attention on it, wanting to just end it with psychic damage. As it takes, let me see, ignoring the
26.
10. Yeah, 26 points of psychic damage.
Uh,
And then
yeah.
if
No,
it's
go ahead.
still up, is it still up or?
It's still standing as
Okay.
Grimthor focuses his mind, and the front plates of the Gear Hulk's facial structure cave inwards as the metal bends.
Grimthod will follow up with a Booming Blade, Witch Banker, because
It is also now incapacitated.
I'm guessing that the third. I don't think it can be double incapacitated. Stunned is already incapacitated.
Actually, it is stunned, paralyzed. Stunned, incapacitated. Stunned and incapacitated twice. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, just gonna go in for advantage to hope that the thunder damage actually does something to this. So that's a 26 to hit.
The only thought in its subroutine right now is questioning every decision it's ever made.
So
How
that
did I
would
end up
be.
here?
I don't know if the thunder damage gets
6.
separated out at all.
It does originate from the weapon. Or
Okay,
it's
in
a
that case-
spell, actually.
It is coming from my spell rather than the weapon. So.
True. That doesn't get reduced. That is full damage on the thunder.
Cool.
I mean,
So
we can
that'd
offer a
be,
membership in the goats.
Let's
Mm.
see.
It's
that'd be
14, 18.
18 points of thunder damage, and
Oh.
then the rest would be half.
5 half done to 2.
So 17. Yeah, 17.
Yes.
Total half down to.
Biomathematics, calculated for you.
There we go. Yep, Grimthod almost drops it, then looks up to the guard and is just like, "You're home."
The guardian turns on Grimthod.
How far?
I dare
And
not lean on these bumbling peons!
And the guardian slams its head with its tusk straight into the Gear Hulk. Amazingly, probably killing it, yeah. Well, wow.
What's the damage?
What's the damage? 17.
Yeah, it dies. The Gear Hulk falls into pieces, and as that happens, a pint of light flows from the bodies of the destructive machines as they are recalled to the tournament.
I didn't harder last time.
They don't learn, do they?
No.
Grimthod's gonna look up towards the mass and say, are you friends with the big one?
The massive ancient guardian slowly turns its visage upon you, its eyes gleaming with an emerald glow.
Now, Jen, everything you have to say has to rhyme. I've already
pet
put it,
him.
Oh, must rhyme.
so- Yep.
I pet him. I pet him. I pet
I
the
dare not
guardian.
lean on these bumbling peons. That's a rhyme.
Vin offers him an apple out of his
Alright.
kit.
It will not eat the apple, but it will accept the pet as it does not respond to Persephone petting it to the side. It looks to Grimthod and says,
Squitch, squitch.
Not easy.
I know of who you speak, with a name other than the one you utter.
Oh yeah, he had a
Oh.
other name that was really complicated. I couldn't
You
remember.
guys know Gary? He's pretty hairy.
Oh god.
Yeah, he had another name that he said. Well, I couldn't remember it. It was complicated, but we know him. Okay, so you mates or
Indeed. Though we may not hail from the same mother, I must admit, in divinity, he is my brother.
Cool. So sorry about thumbs towards the tournament stuff. Sorry about that stuff turning up. They wanted a body.
Oh, it is all right. I am used to the clutter.
Oh,
Though,
they turn up at all.
White offer. They leave me no time to stutter. Alas, I have to break them from the skies. That was the job of my other brother. A saddened expression forms on the visage of the Great Guardian. A porcupine in form. The quills cleared the skies. But ever since his death, I can only hear his cries.
Sorry, mate. Thumbs over to Blue. So this is our mate's brother as well. He's went a bit crazy. Sorry.
That one in my forest has long remained, for cleansing it of his presence. You have my thanks.
Jen, like, inspiration for like doing this in rhyme.
Right?
Yes, yeah. Let's.
Do
I'd say
we give a
GM
GM inspiration?
Yeah, GM inspiration. He can
Yeah.
give us all
Regret that
advantage.
so
on
much. We're gonna
it.
regret it. So
Mhm,
wait, he
Yep.
could use it on anyone, even us, if he needs it. So
Yes, I know,
Mhm.
He's not
give us
that nice, though.
advantage, Will.
Do you know why he went crazy? I assume
Madness.
he hasn't always been like this.
Madness gripped his mind when the malignant force entered my woods. But it was bloodlust that drove him to the clutches of a god of woes. Malar is to blame. His hatred is a fountain. And my revenge is sated. Peace has returned. I am gladdened.
Did you consider it a freestyle rap career, Jen?
No,
Yeah, that's really good.
I am
I'm just
trying my best.
I love this little elf. I know he's like giant, but I'm just like imagining this whole intense conversation, and then Persephone's just giving him like behind the ear scritches, and then his like foot starts to do the stompy thing in the middle, like as the conversation is going.
I like levitate and pick you up so you can do the behind the ear scritches.
Yes.
Oh, alright. Yeah, the Guardian does not respond to the ear scritches negatively. Just the tail in the back. Swoosh, swoosh.
Yes.
You have freed my woods. You are good. You may just remain. And the work must resume.
Well, we'll try to get rid of these mechanical beings.
He ponders for a moment as he says, there is no need for such dealings. I will deal with the remnant of these seethings, so that you may continue with your own proceedings. If you would be kind, however, do accept this boon. It is not much, but in your hearts, I can sense good. The elephant looks over towards Ashfall and starts stomping towards you.
Is he like petting my scorpions?
No. He extends a trunk towards your direction.
I'll fist bump him.
Sure, you bump the trunk. And as you do, you feel natural energy seep from the creature onto you. One moment.
Sounds gross, but continue.
Don't make it gross.
No,
need.
it's seep.
Look, okay, English is not easy, I swear.
You're glistening with force juice.
oh no.
There it is, perfect.
Field.
He kills you immediately.
Goodbye.
Oh no!
He's granting you
Yeah.
a sweet release.
You can finally take your forever nap.
The Malik takes out the gun.
My soul passes into the scorpions.
Finally. You feel the energy move from the elephant onto you. Now think about it, I'm not gonna give you that because that is not useful for you in the slightest. So instead, I'm just gonna say, whoever wants, the guardian can bestow a charm upon you.
You're gonna charm with summon elephant.
No, it's not a charm of summon the guardian because he stays within his grove. However, I'll give you a choice, just so that you may choose whichever one you want. He can bestow a charm of animal conjuring, which allows you to cast the conjure animal spells at 3rd level as an action.
You mean at 9th level?
Funnily enough, for you it would be.
Better answer.
I'll allow that for you specifically if you want to pick it. Once you use it 3 times, the charm vanishes. And the other charm is the charm of restoration. You can use an action to expend some of the charges to cast either a greater restoration, 4 charges, or lesser restoration, 2 charges.
I don't know
Conjure
what
animals.
else-
I
I'm
honestly,
feeling
the
that
van,
Yeah.
the van upcasting conjure animals at level 9, I think is hilarious.
Yes, and
I think it'll be
three
very
ti-
useful.
Three uses of that will go far, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very
How
well.
many wolves is that, Jen?
Infinite wolf works.
32? No. Yes.
Why are you like this?
You were like, I allow this.
Yeah, 32. With me, it becomes 64, because we can both cast it.
You gain access to the charm of animal conjuring. The guard. Yeah, you have 3 uses of that. The guardian looks at the rest of you and says,
I think
My-
the Guardian just gives it to me, and I immediately throw it to Van.
"Yeah, essentially."
Oh, this is useless.
Wow.
Wow, this is worthless.
I know it is not much, but you can take heart in the protection of my allies.
Thank
In
you.
your journey, may they aid you in unveiling the lies of the one being that hides. There's the rest of you.
The joke's on you though, because Van's never going to use it in combat. I hear him petting puppies like in the middle of the night when the rest of you are asleep.
Right? That's all the uses.
He's gonna use all the uses before we
To
even
pet
get
the
to
puppies.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
He doesn't know it.
I love the fact that you also have, Mr. Peepers.
Yeah,
oh,
Completely forgot that.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get them peepers?
Oh god.
it's Mr. Peepers.
Oh,
The Guardian remains within his grove, but will start cleaning up.
Makes sense. Grimthod's gonna turn to Persephone and just go, "Hey, is there anything we can do to coat his brother's body so that Termit doesn't come after it again or anything?"
ceremony. It's what we did for Borealis and Mako. The funeral
I guess
rites. It's not permanent, but for at least the next 7 days, the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell. It would be very difficult for the tournament to take.
I think we best do that then, just to be on the safe side.
It will take an hour.
I think we got time.
Well, we need to wait for Coda.
Yeah, we gotta for Coda to come back. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give funeral rites. I'm gonna use ceremony. I'm gonna cast it ritually.
Oh, there's the dogs
on.
that Van were talking about.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do it ritually, so it takes an hour and
Cast
10
like 30
minutes.
Did the okay, Nova, you would know this. Does the animal guardian have a breath weapon attack?
No.
Okay.
He's made of leaves. What
He just
makes you
broke
think
the
he'd have a breath weapon attack, huh?
He's burning the leaves or burning the bodies. Just
Oh man, you
oh my
know,
god, firestorm! Oh, holy shit, man!
enough Boulder Dash, set their world to ash.
It's taking care of the bodies. You begin to cast ceremony. All right. You're going to preserve the body of Blue. Very well.
I mean,
I'm gonna
on a
take
fundamental
some
level,
fangs and make daggers out of it.
I think on a
Just
fundamental
kidding.
level, I think on a fundamental level, we don't want to deal with robot werewolves in the tournament.
No,
Right.
definitely not.
Yeah, I'm doing it ritually as well, so it's an hour and
Awesome.
10 minutes because we have to wait for Coda anyway. So
Right. Speaking of which,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Coda, you have fucked off royally. Your search is, for the most part, entirely unsuccessful. However, you do find something of interest. A random werewolf that runs away from the glade.
Meals on wheels.
I mean,
We're gonna leave it be for now. It's not who I'm looking for.
indeed. Unfortunately, for the most part, it appears that the Maligno has fled.
Because roll 20 was just like, nah, bruh.
Nah,
Above a 10, nah.
We don't do
couldn't be
that
me.
here.
Yeah, it can cast. I'll let you know because you can technically transform into this thing. It can cast Tree Stride at will.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn.
Like that thing is gone.
There was a shot. He'll fuck up, come to me one day, be like, ha, I've cut. Oh shit, you only got Why? This was a bad idea.
While you were running, we were training.
Returning is a dragon, and the guardian looks up at the dragon a bit suspiciously, like, this is my
I'm
glade.
just like, hi,
We have the power of capitalism.
how are you?
Waves a trunk.
Oh, I did forget. This one's friends with the big one.
No.
Also, Determined turned up and tried to take your brother's body, so we had to fight them.
They're gone.
Yeah. It was a lot easier this time around.
Mm.
Turns out they're not very bright, shall we say?
I think
what-
we're just getting better at this.
It could be. What do you want for us to do with your
Coda would
brother?
turn to the ancient guardian and be like, I apologize for my brother's actions in your grove.
Guardian shakes his head. Your brother is forgiven in his death and his demise. May his parting grant you some peace, though I see weariness in your eyes.
Hmm. That being the one that was here earlier. It's called the Maligno, but I don't know if Koda would actually be able to pronounce that first, like off the bat.
I don't think we even know that's what its name
This
is.
is called, yeah.
I'm just
Actually,
call
could
it
I
tree
roll
Tree
for
fucker.
knowledge on that thing?
Make a history or religion check.
I love
find
whenever-
out the truth.
We don't know the actual name of it. We're just immediately, it's a fucker.
Blank
Givarians?
fucker, yeah.
Givarians,
Grimthal
dragon fuckers. A tree man, a
Grimthal-
tree fucker.
Grimthought has infected your brains.
guidance to whoever is making the check.
I believe it's Coda.
Why
What's
am
with the
I-
swirly?
Whoa! I'm like, why am I being
Whoa.
surrounded? What is happening? Is that
That's
because
super cool.
You're channeling.
That is very
You're
dope,
channeling
though.
the magic to put. I don't have a better effect for magic.
Knowledge, what?
No,
that's
Nature or
sick.
history?
What the fuck is this? This is so
What-
cool.
I don't know.
What the fuck do you mean you don't have a better effect with your swirling animation void effect? What the hell?
Wait, it's
man?
animating for you guys? What?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's
swirling.
animated.
Wait,
it's like a
wait,
dust
it's
storm.
not animated for me. Fuck, hold on.
Refresh your roll 20.
No!
You pour.
Refresh your roll 20.
I have it on. That should. Oh, that no, it's there. Fuck, I refreshed. Hold on, chat. Hold on, we're getting the cool effects.
This is so cool.
I didn't know Roll20 had this. I used to
Jason,
read their
you,
patch notes.
well, you return just in time to see a GIF.
No, it's gone. Put it back.
It is back.
It's still there.
Still there.
Oh, hold on, everything's
hasn't
blurry
worked.
for me.
Yeah, it's gotta load in.
Oh.
It's so cool. When did they add this?
Oh man. Oh, I can't hear shit. Oh.
All them come up. Yes. Ah, shit.
That's so cool.
Oh yeah, you're
Hashtag just
performing
Corey
the funeral, right?
things.
Yeah.
Alright, well. I guess Coda will take his body. I guess once you get done with ceremony.
Yeah, it takes. I'm doing it ritually because I wasn't sure how long you would take, so it's gonna be an hour 10. Everybody get fucking take your short rest. Like we're gonna be here for a second.
Okay.
So 16.
Wow, I'll
Did
get my
anything
one
on the
spell
Maligno?
slot back.
So I
And then
am
the
no longer the dragon.
You will cease being a dragon. Oh. Yeah.
But
and-
I do get my boon back. On a short rest.
Oh, you can hear us. Okay. Sure. 16. As you start to ponder and consider the truths of the universe, you will know this. You recognize the creature after a couple of encounters with it at this point. It's a maligno. Pronounced maligno. To put it into simple words. If a depraved and misanthropic creature, humanoid in nature, who has done countless atrocities against its own kind, dies in an accursed forest, a deity like Auril, Malar, Queen of Air and Darkness may reincarnate it as a maligno, an insidious and malevolent fey creature. The maligno appears as a shadowy humanoid figure with bestial eyes that glow in the dark. It wears the bark of a gnarly and twisted dead tree, like a skin, and its limbs end in long, razor-sharp claws. Sometimes it will don the bones and skulls of its victims, like a dreadful head and shoulder armaments and ornaments. What you know? They are seething in darkness. They always wait to unleash its never-ending wrath on any mortal that might try to intrude on its realm, and waylay anyone else that might try and stray too close to its territory. To protect its realm, it corrupts those around its grove, transforming all flora and fauna living within it into dreadful and twisted evil reflections of themselves. If a humanoid settlement is established near its lands, it will send its minions to destroy it. Some folk may try to appease it, but usually it prefers sacrifices the most. That's about as much as you recall from general natural history knowledge that you have. It is basically a twisted form of nature, not of its own making, so much as a dreadful punishment for itself to continue existing, and an even worse punishment to the world for allowing its existence to resume, essentially. A bane to natural life, essentially.
Way to blame the victims.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, the victim in this scenario really is just a mass murderer, so...
Well, everyone else has to deal with the little bastard.
Oh, yeah. Needless to say, gods can be very cruel, especially cruel gods.
Yeah, that's kind of their nature.
Yeah. To put it into an understanding that maybe might hit closer to home, though Cori herself would probably not do this to a creature, Demeter might call in a certain other deity to call upon such a punishment.
Yeah.
She sure would, huh?
Yeah. And don't forget, what's it? Because Eros and Aphrodite, and they fucked up someone's life.
Yeah, but they do that like emotionally. They don't really do that. Well,
No,
sometimes they
I
do it
mean
physically.
they literally just forced her to love someone to an extreme degree.
Yeah, that's emotional.
That we can deal at another time, you see.
Oh no! Maybe that's campaign 3's problem. Aphrodite and Eros show up because I opened a portal and they're just like, we're gonna fuck with you now.
No.
I'm finally back.
Where?
In the worst way.
There's no telling who is brought back up at that point.
As you are settled in, and resting in the grove, you will receive a sending spell. It is from Varric. Who would receive this message? I think it would
That's
either
a good
be
question.
either Kiki or Persephone or Ashfall. Maybe
Not
Grimthal,
me, because
honestly.
I'm doing
hold
magic and I can't stop doing my
Yeah.
magic.
Oh, Varric does not know this. Well, we'll just roll a dice one moment because there's also
He
some
wouldn't
funny
send
options.
it
Three.
Dakota?
No!
Oi, Coda, you receive a sending.
Drunk Ferric has sent Coda message.
You hear in Varric's voice. Coda, are you there?
Is this a sending spell or a sending message?
Sending spell. We have had revelations. Oathbound have been spotted in multiple locations. We have sent people. The sending ends. You receive an immediate after sending.
Oh god.
To intervene.
That's the first.
It appears the tournament is once again performing inactions that are causing bloodshed. What are you?
We are in the grove with ancient elephant thing.
That was so ironic. It sounds like you were replaced by the tournament.
That sounds like tough shit, but we will handle it, hopefully.
His name is Grastodon, by the way.
Grastodon!
Just dealt with, looking at last word, bye.
Was that just dealt with by?
Yeah, I was on my last word, it's like, bye.
You could have said brother, you dink.
It's rude to not say goodbye. So
Alright. What your characters are not aware of is on the other side of the telly, Varric like slumps in his chair, like, oh god, I hope they're okay then. Oh shoot, I need to contact my other adventuring party, see if they're doing okay.
Yep. And
Back
I
in the
will
grove.
relay the information.
Yes.
Did you tell them to pay the teleportation bill?
I only just recently found out about that, and I did not know that was a thing. But okay.
So we should probably start working towards that, dealing with that. But
There are two
Right.
entrances for us to take on. Which one do we decide we go with?
I mean, are we not meeting with the feathery guy? Grimthod will produce Albonus's feather. He said he wanted to meet with Fish. And
Yeah,
to
enter the
talk about the
tournament,
stones,
but
showed up.
he also wanted to talk.
Yeah, so we're not going to do that.
wait
That's-
before let's go meet Ferric.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
No,
Well, no,
Fair.
well-
Told us everything that's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, but also your brother's corpse is right here. What do you want to do with it?
Do you want to build a pyre?
I just finished Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I finish performing the funeral rites. I guess a burnt body can't necessarily be brought back as undead. So up to you. Bury him.
I'm just
Yeah,
thinking
and
if
if you're
we.
comfortable-
we
going back
will
to-
cremate him.
Okay.
I don't really think we need to take payment from the village either, but we should probably let them know that we've
Yeah.
dealt with it at the very least.
Yes.
They're like,
Well,
he
we've dealt with the
told
dead
us to collect ears, but I don't. It's a
They're,
village.
they're already charred up, and I don't want to take Coda's brother's head.
we don't. Really,
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll cremate Coda's brother.
Hmm. What spell are you casting out of curiosity?
Breathing fire.
I'm gonna help you with burning hands. Because I can do that
I'm
now.
Stepping away because I don't like the smell of burning corpses.
That's fair.
back to a fan lit a cigarette off the corpse.
That is super cool. Go for it.
Yeah, it's really It's like, damn, that guy's really. Hades gonna be like, damn, that guy's really fucking cool. Shit.
It's all hot of
Just-
blue corpse.
Just shorten his lifespan even more. It's like, lung cancer, my favorite.
It's the fantasy realm. There's probably cancer-free tobacco. We can
What
just
do
be
you
like,
mean? There's
thanks.
there's lesser and greater restoration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think every time I get a heal spell or something, it probably blunts some of the damage.
I have to say, healing magic is not a substitute for real emotional support and help in dealing with these addictions.
yes, agree.
Calm emotions will beg to differ.
Look,
Sometimes,
and-
sometimes you can't fix things with magic.
Lady V.
Hmm. As the corpse burns with a single wisp of fire from Curtis's mouth, who has the feather of Aldonus?
Grimthod.
Good thought.
Grimthod, you're holding the feather from of Aldonus in your hands. Do you remember what he told you regarding should you want to meet him?
Mhm.
Very well. You also know that the tournament does await you, and they have started doing movements. We don't know what they are doing, but whatever it is, they are not hiding for long. Time is a luxury you may no longer be able to afford, should you desire to pursue your tasks at hand. But for most of you, you don't feel the necessity to do so inherently. For one of you,
We gotta go.
for one of you, you feel something else. Persephone, you are feeling the compulsion. It is not a chain, so much as a tug. An emotional one. The more you let it stay, and the more that you neglect it, the more it will weigh on your conscience. The more it will weigh on your mind, on your soul. There is a duty that must be done. The rest of you, you don't feel this not anymore. This we will resume after you have taken your decisions on the next session of our game, which we won't have next week. Next week we will be taking a break
Enjoy
for the
your
holidays.
Easter, folks.
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh
For
boy.
now, we're gonna call it here. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you for running, Chan.
Yeah. Remember, you got that GM inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can use
And you also know what, Jen?
Oh god.
Steve,
I knew
it!
I knew
No,
I don't
what
wanna
was
miss a
saying?
thing,
So,
even when I dream of you.
so
Okay, bye.